Hello, my name is Steve Fisher, and I am a volunteer with Otherworldly Fundraising, which is a group of friends, nerdy friends, who got together and decided they wanted to do some stuff to help out people, to help out charities. And we are a nonprofit who try to make things better for other people, for charities, and we hold virtual cons every year in September where we interview guests and celebrity guests and authors and artists and just interesting people who we think people would like to see and hear, and we're raising money for charity. This year 2025, we're raising money for Options Save Lives, and they're an organization that uses what is called the Sinclair method, and they are helping people fully recover from alcohol use disorder. And they're a great organization. So if you feel the need to want to donate to them, there is a link right up in the top right of the video screen. You can see it's got our Otherworldly Fundraising logo, and it also has a QR code, and that'll take you right to the donation page. And you can also, if you see scrolling along the bottom of the page right now, the Otherworldly Fundraising website, you go there. There's also a link that'll take you directly to the donation page, so you can donate if you so choose. We have a great weekend this weekend, a whole lineup of great guests, and this is day one, hour one. And so what I'm going to do is introduce where mental wellness in cosplay is the first event for this evening, for this weekend. And we're talking about mental wellness as it relates to cosplay and probably just mental wellness in general. And I have Jeff. And could you introduce yourself, Jeff?
Sure thing. Yep. Let me go. I am Jeff. I'm the founder of Mental Wellness and Cosplay. So what I do professionally, I am a mental health peer supporter. So what I do is I kind of go and kind of help people use my story and my journey to help theirs.
Okay, that's good. It may be me, but it looks like you're frozen.
Yep. Let me see if I can refresh this. Give me a second. Computer's acting up, of course.
Oh,
as we go live, because that's how live.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yep.
And for all the live stream people out there, I just want you to know that my wife Rebecca and I, we don't live in luxury like you see behind us. This is not my house or my apartment. It is a virtual screen, as you can tell, because my hand sometimes disappears. Our apartment is a little messier than this, so
there we go.
You're not going to get to see that. You're going to get to see this. Oh, you're back to moving
there
again.
We are.
Yep. And as a cosplayer myself, when I decided to come and when I realized I'm doing this interview and stuff, I decided I should put on some sort of a costume because hey, it's all about fun. It's all about having fun. So how initially did you get into like just cosplay in general?
So I initially started basically just dressing up, going to concerts, going to bands, kind of in theme of the show. But for true cosplay, where I'm going to conventions and other events like that, it started actually after a major tragedy. So backstory here, I had a son that passed away 10 years ago. Xander, he was 6 years old. He loved superheroes. He loved all that, but he had an asthma attack that he couldn't bounce back from. Something we thought was well under control. The nurse had even checked him at school that day, but it's just one of those things that can happen. Unfortunately, happened to us. But as part of the, during that, a group came out to his school, Superheroes to Kids in Ohio, dressed up as superheroes. And I'm like, you know what? This is the best way I can pay it back in his memory. So I asked how I can join, started buying some cosplay, spent way too much money, as we tend to do when buying cosplays. But for almost a decade, I did that exclusively with them. I started doing our own thing. Me and my daughter, she started joining in shortly after. So we used to do like a lot of daddy-daughter cosplays. But yeah, so I initially got in after that, and that kind of led me to where I'm at today with all this.
Wow, that's great. So, when you approached the Ohio people, so they came to the school, obviously to help, because with your son being 6 years old,
Yeah.
you know, it's not just you and the family, it's all these kids that have never experienced anything like this at such a young age.
Yeah.
And so the superheroes came, and I'm sure it just, you know, in this dark time brightened, made them smile, made them, you know, oh hey, look, this is great. So was it then that you reached out, or how did you go about, you know, contacting them?
Once I saw like just strangers coming out to help us out dressed up, and a couple of them are into martial arts, so they're like doing flips for the kids on the playground, and one was dressed up as Robin, one was dressed up as Superman, and so they're just kind of having a great time with the kids, putting smiles on their faces. And it's definitely because they had a memorial balloon launch, which, you know, for the environment's not the best thing, but let's just blame it was a decade ago. So
sure, yeah, no, I get it.
But yeah, so they did that, and like, you know what, just seeing how the kids could just bounce back that quickly just because of some, you know, because to them it was Superman, it was Robin, it was Batwoman. It didn't really matter. So I just knew then and there. So I asked them, hi, how do I join up? I want to do this too. And got me the instructions. I had to do like a background check because, you know, we're working with kids.
Totally understandable.
So going through their process, apply, and I was within about a month or two, I was dressing up and going out with them.
That's great. Who was your first superhero that you dressed as?
First I dressed as was Star-Lord, but first I bought was Captain America because that was my son's favorite.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah.
So, but yeah, I think we'd just seen Guardians of the Galaxy not long before he passed. So it both felt very compelled to go that route.
That's great. And how long were you with this Ohio group?
I was with them for about 9 years before I started mental wellness and cosplay. Just basically time, trying to be able to dedicate my weekends to either going out with them or starting going to conventions, doing panels, bringing what we have and putting all this effort into it.
And when, you know, I know you were working with them and doing all this, you know, for the kids and everything else. When was it that you began to realize that maybe this was something that, you know, you wanted to work on from the mental health side of things?
That was actually probably within the last year or two. Like I'd always would have different posts about mental health on my page because like I know how a loss can affect somebody, and while it wasn't suicide, it can lead to those type of thoughts and feelings,
Sure.
you know, being down. So I've always tried to stay positive and just kind of have fun with cosplay. Like I've never tried to be a featured cosplayer. I've entered a couple of competitions, but more so just to get me and my daughter up on stage. To kind of get her used to that. But it would never like out to win, just kind of out having fun. And I think that's a reminder a lot of people need in cosplay, that it is supposed to be fun. It's our weekend getaway. Some areas are lucky and they can have cosplay, or they can have conventions once every other month. Some areas you're lucky if you have one per year. So yeah, just reminding people to really have fun with it and go out and have, you know, don't take yourself too seriously, I guess.
Yeah. And into, you know, piggyback off some of that, you know, Kristen wanted to know, how did founding it come about? When, like, did you decide, you know what, I'm going to go all in and make this a thing?
Now, slowly, I would say summer of 2024, I decided, hey, I'm going to do like kind of an infographic page where it's, you know, reminders of staying positive, reminders of focusing on your mental health. And it just kept growing and growing. Before I knew it, I had 1,000 followers in the matter of a couple of months. Like, I'm like,
wow.
this is growing very fast, and this is what people need to hear.
Yeah.
So then I decided to reach out to a couple friends or a couple other people that had actually reached out to the page and that were local. Say, hey, do you want to make this a real thing? Like, do you think we can turn this into a true nonprofit so we can go out and help people more than just friendly little reminders on Instagram or TikTok or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
So got together with Tiramisu Cosplay. She's one of our co-founders.
Okay.
She does a lot of has-been stuff, but she had submitted for our daily affirmations, and we just got talking, and I'm like, oh, wow, you're in the area. So, and then I had brought in one of my other friends that was in the superhero group, Mother of Cats. She is also a cosplayer.
Okay.
And because she has a little bit of background with graphic design. Tara had some with social... I think she got like a president's award or was up for one for some of the work that she had done in college. So I'm like, this is perfect. This is the people who I need to be surrounded with. So we decided just like kind of get together and kind of plan out what we can do. And we're still throwing some things against the wall, seeing what works, what doesn't. It's a learning process. But we had a meeting in December, and then by January, I was trademarking things. I was getting the website built. I was really putting a lot more together with this collaboration, and just the spark of an idea I had out of nowhere. And that actually led to me doing this professionally too.
Okay. Yeah. And so professionally, like, you go around to various cons. Are you still somewhat local, or are you trying to go more national? Or
right now we're local, as we're trying to work out a lot of the problems that you can kind of come across with different conventions, logistics, and just money to begin with too, because we're still small. We haven't received the 501c3 status just yet, so I haven't been actively trying to fundraise for us at the moment. Okay. But officially to Ohio, we're a nonprofit. We have everything in the works up to that 501c3. But professionally, like, I do this now for a living. Like 6 months ago, I was a car salesman. And now, like, I got certified as a peer supporter, and I do that now professionally.
Okay. That's great. So we have some questions coming in. Trevor Hawkins says, have you found that some characters are more helpful for people to dress as or even be seen as to others?
Absolutely. I think cosplay can really make a difference with people for recovery, for mental health. It can be for anything, because you can look at these characters that you've looked up to maybe for years even, or that you can just relate to, and you can find some of their strength and kind of take it for your own. Because I'd also do Ghostbusters, and I like it because it's an everyday man cosplay. It's not, you don't have superpowers. You're just a regular guy doing a job.
You can have a dad bod.
Exactly. And that has helped me well, because I had done Fat Thor for far too long. And I felt it was time to retire this. He's no longer fat in the movies.
Yeah.
It's fun to break out every now and then, but you can only go to that well so many times. But Ghostbusters, it's you. My patch will either have, my last name or my cosplay name on it. Because I'm not trying to be anybody from the movies. I'm just trying to be, what if I was a Ghostbuster? But there are some characters out there that I think can really help with people's mental health. Because just watching the shows, you can watch these character arcs and their journeys and relate to what they've gone through and how they got through it. And that can kind of help transfer that onto you as well, seeing that their strength is possible.
That's great. And I agree with you as far as the Ghostbusters bit is concerned, because my patch says Fisher, which is my last name, because I don't want to be any of the other characters. Yeah. Although I will say that my patch, so the 4 patches in the first movie are all slightly different.
Yep.
And this is Ray Stan's patch because I was born on July 1st, as was Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, nice.
So I felt the need to get his patch just for that reason. But other than that, yeah, I you know, be your own character
Mm-hmm.
and do your own thing. Kristen asks a question. Well, first of all, in order to answer the question, have you ever been to the Metropolis Superman celebration?
I have not yet. That is
Okay.
one I definitely would like to go to because Superman was one of my son's favorites. In fact,
Oh,
actually, let me grab a photo of him. Uh, there he is, his last Halloween,
oh,
dressed up as Superman. So,
that is great.
but yeah, I would definitely like to get out there. It's not too far away from me. I'm out in the Cleveland, Ohio area. So
Oh,
it's not that wouldn't be a grand trip for me. Maybe a overnight trip.
I was just there in July
Hmm.
for a Guardians game,
Oh
but
yeah.
I went to Jerry Siegel's house
Hmm.
um, just before, to take a look.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of
And
cool stuff.
there is, and I will say that it was the Superman celebration that brought Otherworldly Fundraising together
Hmm.
because we were nerds that met through the celebration and then just branched out and decided to do this. So that I would highly suggest going to the celebration.
Oh,
Um, so what made you? I know seeing how cosplay brightened up the kids' lives at your son's school.
definitely.
Um, what else do you see as far as like cosplay and mental health kind of coexisting as you know I don't know if just how they coexist and
Mhm.
how cosplay can help with mental health.
I think it can be like I'll say it can be a stressor. I know some people take it far too seriously,
Oh,
which we try to help remind people to have fun with it. But I
yes.
think like for me, literally crafting, I want to say saved my life. It was a distraction that I needed at the time, and I could hyper focus on something that wasn't, that was something I could control. Like, hey, I need to make this. How do I make this? Instead of, oh, I wish this didn't happen to me. I wish this wasn't where I'm at in life with having to deal with losing a child. So I think just being able to learn something new, keep going, and honestly, going to planning the next convention, planning the next cosplay, helped me more times than I could count. Because I always had that future planning where when you get in that dark place, it can be dark and you're like, oh, well, what do I have to live for? When you can be like, oh, I got this convention, I have people counting on me. And it at times was something that helped pull me out of the darkness.
That's great. Yeah, and for me, cosplay has always been fun. I mean, it stems from me dressing up at Halloween every year and just loving it. And my favorite houses were always the houses in which the adults that owned the house went the extra mile
Mhm.
with music and scary stuff and even dressing in costumes. And so once became old enough to not trick or treat anymore, I said, I want to be that house that the kids enjoy coming to, that the kids love
Mhm.
coming to. Yeah, I may scare them a little bit, and some of them will run away, but I mean, it's they run away because they get scared, but they're happy because next year they want to come back and get scared again.
Exactly.
And so and then that transformed into going to being an adult and working at places where they would have Halloween dress up at work.
Mhm.
And well, I have to, start wearing costumes and put stuff together myself.
Yep.
And it was a great way to, um, from a kid who grew up in, school as kind of a nerd to like put this costume on, be someone different, be someone else, and just say, this is awesome. This is what I want. And I see
Yep.
exactly, you know, how it works.
Mhm.
And but like you said, and can you discuss, there is definitely a dark side to cosplay sometimes at cons,
Mhm.
and you have to help people understand, to look for the light versus the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, they'll look at, oh, this cosplayer is better than me. You don't know how much time they've put into a cosplay. Everyone's life is different. A lot of us work 40 or more hours a week, and we don't have time to dedicate to buying a 3D printer or a lot of the other things that can make it easier. But it shouldn't be, hey, your cosplay isn't good. It should be like, oh wow, you did this looks awesome. Could I suggest? Instead of telling people, oh, this looks like trash, you should have done this, which is the easy thing for a lot of people to say because they want to be right and they want to show you, oh, you could have done this better if you just spent another $10,000 on this machine. It's like, okay, cool, we don't all have that type of money, and we're all just doing this for fun. You can wear a Halloween costume off the shelf at Walmart and go to a Comic-Con and have just as much fun as someone that spent $2,000 on their cosplay.
Definitely. And makeup and liquid latex can go a long way to help out as well.
Oh, absolutely.
I've never been one in, I mean, I've done some building, but I've never worked to the point where I've like built armor and whatnot. What's the most advanced costume that you've ever put together?
I would say I did Crossbones from Captain America Civil War, partially because Captain America is one of my son's favorite. With the superhero group, we would have yearly events and we would need bad guys. So I'm like, okay, cool. Ties together. And my son's name was Xander, and this guy has a giant X painted across his chest. I'm like,
oh, okay.
That's it. So I went all in and I started learning how to craft with foam. And the first go at it was awful. It was great in my mind, but like, I can do better. And there's no problem with that. So I went back, I looked at it, see what can I do differently. And these gauntlets went from just basically like foam around my arms to now my arms going into a PVC pipe. There's all sorts of extra stuff to it. So it's just like, I just challenged myself. No one told me, oh, this is awful, that you could have done better. But it's okay to tell yourself that as long as you're not too hard on yourself with that. But yeah, Crossbones was probably the best because I did the full gauntlets. I got the mask. I got the armor is actually a umpire's uniform, like the padding.
Okay.
So am I like, this looks pretty close to what he's wearing. So instead of trying to, create the wheel, I'm like, okay, well, this is really close. And unless someone is obsessed with the movie and the character, no one's going to care because that's Crossbones. Although I do get called Punisher a lot in that cosplay too. I'm like, close, but no, they are two different people.
So when you take this mental wellness and cosplay to, let's say, like a weekend con, how does it work? How do you, I mean, you'll have a table set up.
Yep. So we've only done a table once. We got that set up because we're still trying to work it out because we want to make sure that if we can go national, this is kind of something that anyone can do. Because we all work. I can't be everywhere, and there's multiple conventions every weekend across the country and even world. And I'd like to try to make sure we do this right. So we're just kind of working out the little issues, but at the very least, we do try to do at least a panel at a convention.
Oh, all right.
And so we usually do an hour. So we've done Colossal Con, we've done a Fan Expo up here in Cleveland, as well as a few other conventions in the area. So I think we're up to like 5 or 6 panels now that we've done, as well as virtual ones like this. So we're really getting there, kind of learning the ropes. Make sure what we need, make sure the panel's engaging, and it's just something we keep working towards making it better and more fun. Because, I mean, you're already going to a convention trying to have fun. Hey, let's talk about your mental health and how awful life can be. And it's a hard. Hey, let's just stop having fun for an hour and let's talk about serious stuff. But there's a lot of people that are passionate about it, so we've been getting a pretty good following so far.
Good. I'm going to take a quick station identification break.
Sure.
And just tell people, if you're just joining us, my name is Steve Fisher, and I work with Otherworldly Fundraising. We are a not-profit charity. We raise money for charities. to try and help better this planet. And we are a group of friends who met through our nerdy interests, and we are trying to make this world a better place by every year holding a virtual con with celebrity guests and authors and artists and cosplayers and just general people of interest that people would want to see while raising money for a good cause. And this year, we're raising money for Options Save Lives. And they are working to help people with the Sinclair method recover from alcohol use disorder. And if you would like to donate, you can look at the bottom, scrolling by our on the bottom of our screen is the website that'll take you right to our website, and there's a donation link there. Or up in the top right hand of the page is a QR code, and that QR code will take you right to the donation page. So yes, thanks for joining us, and we'll continue. So how are so far the panels and stuff that you've done? How have they been received?
They've been great. I've had several people that keep coming. We'll come back to the next one because we try to tweak it a little bit here and there. Like we've done a cosplay bingo, but we focus on cosplay fail bingo. So all the fails that we've all come across, whether it's sleeping on the con floor, sleeping in someone's on the floor at someone's apartment, or your cosplay just falling apart, parts not coming in time. It's just fails that we've all come across, and it's just to be like, hey, we all go through this. If you wear an unfinished cosplay for a convention, it's not a big deal. Bring it to show us like, hey, this is a work in progress. You can still do that. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's one of the fun icebreakers that we start out a lot of our panels with.
Well, you could create a costume called the Unfinisher.
Yes.
And it's just the partial superhero.
Yep. Just had the one side of the cape sewn onto the shoulder. It's getting there.
Yeah. So going to cons, I often notice lots of people walking around that are enjoying all the costumes, and I would look at them and I would think, hey, you look good in a such and such a costume. And I think there's a stigma, and it's got, I'm going to say it's gotten a lot less, but there's always been a stigma of Comic Cons as a nerdy place that only nerds go to. And that if you're going to dress up in costume, you're weird. Why would you do that? And I would think that some people would say, no, I'm not gonna, I'll go and see what's going on, but I'm not gonna dress up. And I would say to anyone out there, it is so freeing when you decide you want to come someplace in costume. You go to the comic convention and you're with your people, and you just feel so good and so relaxed. And there is nothing like being at a con in costume when the stress of the previous week or the stress of the week to come is not there, and you are just relaxed, you are yourself, and it's such a good feeling. And so what you're doing is very, very helpful, and it's something that I think has been sorely needed for a long time.
Yeah, one thing I look at comic conventions, it's a lot like high school, but not in the bad way. It can be, but typically not. Because as adults, it's hard to make friends. It's no secret. It's just okay. You can have some coworkers, but unless you're really like going out and know where to meet people, it's hard to start a friend group. Like I moved here to Ohio from Massachusetts, so all my high school friends are 12 hours away. So I don't have that to lean on. So it's like moving here was hard to, as a parent especially, like make new friends. Yeah, I'm not a church goer, so I didn't have that going for me. But comic conventions, like, oh, you like this character, so do I. Let's talk about it. And you know what? I've had I've made a lot of long-term friendships at conventions and because of cosplay. And that's something I think a lot of people need, is just that human connection. Because yeah, you can be friends with someone on Facebook, but it's not real friendship. It's just online show off competition sometimes. Where here I've made friends and I can call up and hey, I got this question, and it can be about cosplay, it can be about life, and you start making those connections. And as an adult, it's just next to impossible to find that anywhere else, from my experience anyway.
That is so right. My what I would call my Metropolis family, they some of them are the best friends I have in the entire world, and I see them every year in Metropolis. And so when you saying that, yes, you find your people, and it is something that it just makes your life so much better. And I'm going to take these off because they are digging into my head.
I know that pain.
Yeah, well, speaking of actually building things, I need to get some padding, because one of our local brown coat, because I'm a Firefly fan as well. So
same.
But one of our local Ghostbusters has one that he built the padding on, and it looks perfect and it looks very comfortable. And I'm jealous every time I see him, and I gotta keep asking him, "Hey, where'd you find that?" Because I need to do it.
I found some padding for mine at the Goodwill, and just like an old like 3D goggles that you put your phone in, because it's roughly the same shape. It wasn't exact, but is good enough. But yeah, I want to find a nice padding, because that can wear down on you after a while. That's a convention.
Yeah, or if HasLab gives us a nice pair.
I know, right? I've given them plenty of money already. I still got my 2 in the box I got to open from last year. I've been waiting for like a special occasion and just been sitting in the closet.
Mine's up in my attic.
Yep.
I haven't yet, but yes, I know yeah. Okay. Oh, we have a question from Trevor. Trevor says, how would you help your peers that you counsel deal with the way they can be objectified or their agency violated?
So I just want to make sure I fully understand the question, but from what I'm reading, just that way they can be objectified. Like a lot of times, I know people don't take personal boundaries at conventions. Whether it's taking photos of you while you're, having a snack, taking a rest, or just inappropriate touching. And I think just spreading that word more about, what's okay and what isn't okay. Cosplay isn't consent. Exactly. And the more people say that, hopefully the more people are going to listen to that and look out for each other too. Because it's not just, hey, this person's getting a little handsy with this person. It's not their problem. Everyone can kind of jump in and be like, hey, back off. Did she or he say that's okay? Because a lot of people like, oh, this is a cosplay, so I can touch it, not knowing you're actually touching the actual person, not a figure, not
yes.
No one is there to be touched.
Yes.
So if I'm reading the question right, that's what I'm seeing.
I think yes. I think that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly how I read Trevor's asking that question. Because yes, cosplay is not consent. People are dressing in costume, and they very much would love it if you would take their picture, because that's why they're dressing up to show off what they like, what they love. And if you say, hey, can I take your picture? They will stop and they will do whatever to get their photo taken. And if you ask them, can I take your picture? It's much better to be able to take a picture of somebody in a Fallout 4 apocalyptic outfit, standing posing, than getting a Coke out of a vending machine.
Yes, absolutely. And
So
a lot of people just don't need to learn those boundaries. And I think it's getting better in some ways. But as more people get interested in cosplay and going to conventions, the more we need to be vocal about it and to be looking out for one another. Because some people are good intentioned and some people just don't have the capacity to understand that either. And that's just the nicest way to try to put that. Like, they're excited, they get a little overexcited, and sometimes need to be reminded about boundaries.
Yes, and Trevor gave a thumbs up, saying that was the question he was asking about. Good.
But yeah, that's one of the topics we try covering during our panels as well.
Good. It's very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of people look at someone dressed in costume and think, well, they're obviously an exhibitionist. They're putting everything out on display. Mm-hmm. So, they want everyone to see you. They want everyone. No, they are a person, mm-hmm. and they are just dressing because it's what they like.
Yeah, even if they do have like say an adult page as well, it doesn't mean that they're consenting for anything else on the convention hall.
Exactly.
But and especially cosplay guests, they'll can get mistreated by people that come to the convention, as well as the conventions themselves sometimes, whether not being paid right or just kind of get taken advantage of. Hey, can you run this? Can you run this? Can you run this? And like, these are just people too. And we all kind of do this for fun. While there are some professional cosplayers, still a lot of them do have a 9-to-5 job that they have to go to Monday that carries their own stress, their own issues in life beyond, the cosplay convention hall, which is their getaway too. So just got to keep reminding people that, hey, we're all just humans here. We're just trying to have a fun time. This isn't your personal playground. And we can see that sometimes in cosplayers that take their character a little too seriously too. You see sometimes the Deadpools, the Harley Quinns that are causing mayhem. And it's like, okay, guys, we're all just trying to have some fun here. I know you're doing the play of cosplay, but let's not be a jerk to other people just for the laughs or for if they're filming, for internet, points.
Yeah. So have you found doing what you're doing? I know one of the things I noticed is that you have a daily affirmation. Mm-hmm. And I think if I'm remembering correctly, you're having cosplayers send in pictures of themselves. Mm-hmm. Are they sending in the affirmations too?
What I'd come up with like a list of 1,000 affirmations. So if you didn't have one, here's 1,000 separated by different categories. So if there's a topic you want to touch on, I think I found like a list of 1,000 affirmations on like Etsy for like $3. I'm like, okay, this is a lot easier than trying to come up with this, and it's already kind of organized. But I just kind of changed the wording on some to try to make it a little bit more cosplay related. Mm-hmm. But not all need to be either, because we all, like we've been saying, have lives outside of cosplay.
Yes.
So yeah, I would have people submit photos, pick that out, and have them, verify everything before I post it. I don't want to, misquote. I don't want to have the wrong character. So I have a forum on Google Forms where they can fill out, try to get me all the information, and I still, hey, does this look okay to you before I post it anywhere? And then that's been pretty successful. We've also been starting to do weekly or every couple of days have highlights of other cosplayers and some of the struggles that they've been through. Tara, she's been taking the lead on that project for me, because it can be overwhelming, especially now that I'm doing mental health work professionally. I don't quite have as much time as I did when, say, I was a car salesman and no one's coming on the lot. But there's just so much to it, and we just want to try to feature everyone. We don't need people. Well, I'd love if people with 200,000 followers submitted, but it doesn't have to be. I don't care if you have 20 followers. We're all cosplayers here, and we're all human. So
Yeah,
we don't take preference over one person or another. It's kind of, we're all here together.
that's great. So you have how many followers now?
Roughly, I think about 2,000 on Instagram. Yeah, we're at 1995 right now on Instagram. Probably in the 400 or 500 range on Facebook. But for only being around for a year, I think we're doing pretty good. And I'm not paying Zuckerberg any extra money to get sponsored or to be
No, of course.
highlighted. So it's all been organic and word of mouth.
So where can they find you on Instagram?
So basically everywhere you can find us at, it's mental wellness and cosplay, all spelt out. You'll
Okay.
find us there on Facebook. We also have TikTok. We're pretty much everywhere. We have a Discord. We did shut it down as we're doing a little bit of maintenance and reworking a little bit. But we're trying to be a little bit of everywhere with still the small team of people that we have.
Okay. So for people out there watching, go find him on Instagram. Let's get him up to 2,000 followers.
I'd love that. Here, I'll change the name down at the bottom so it's easier to see.
Oh, there we go. Mental wellness and cosplay.
Yep.
So, Trevor has another question.
Yep.
What's a character that you would like to see done that you haven't come across yet?
Ooh, I don't know, because I've seen so many characters out at different conventions. I don't know if there's any one in particular I haven't seen much. The only one I haven't seen that I have interest in cosplaying myself is Harry from Resident Alien. I don't know if you ever checked out that show.
Yes, Alan Tudyk is.
I did get a mask off of Temu. It is awful, but it has potential.
Okay.
But I've been on the hunt since the show started for a decent mask.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anything. But I'd like to see more because I love that show, and I know it just ended its run, but we can always hope that there'll be another season down the line. Maybe someone will pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been saying the same thing about Firefly too, so I get that.
Yeah, we.
It hurts.
I was at a con 2 weekends ago, running the Rochester Broncos table and talking to other cosplayers, and we had a Mal Reynolds show up. We had an Anara, or not an Anara, Kaylee show up. Keeping just keeping it out there, keeping it alive. You know.
In fact, it was my birthday last week, and I happened to go to a pop store and just found a Mal.
Oh, I know they just came out with those.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the hard ones is going to be Shepherd Book has 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
He's got one with the hair man bun and one with the hair poop.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got a Kaylee one signed. It was the Chase one where she's, or the Hot Topic version where she's got like grease all over her. But I'd met her a couple of years ago at a convention.
So Bookish Bex and the Cats, who was my better half, said Steve should tell him about our wedding. So we had a brown coat wedding, and it was cosplay. So we told anyone that wanted to come to the wedding, and so it was a 2-day event. We got married at a very small ceremony at my mother-in-law's farm on the back field of her farm. And my friend Dave, who was a cosplayer, who one of his characters is Malcolm Reynolds, we asked him if he would get ordained with the Universal Life Church and marry us as Malcolm Reynolds in a brown coat wedding. I wore my brown coat. Rebecca, Bookish Bex, she had a brown dress, carried Kaylee's parasol. And we had a badger, and we had a river. And
I wish I'd gotten a cosplay around when I got married.
It was fantastic. And we got married on September 20th, which is Unification Day, the glorious day for all the proud members of the Allied planets. And then he married us in character as Malcolm Reynolds, as if he was reading notes that Shepherd Book had left him. So he was reading like a Shepherd Book marriage thing. And then the next day, we had a larger party for family at a local state park, and we told anyone that wanted to dress up they could come dressed in costume.
That's awesome.
And we didn't have a lot of takers on it. My niece Eleanor came dressed as Robin, and but it was just fun, and it was, hey, let's celebrate cosplay. Let's do something, because we want to have a decent wedding. We love Firefly. Let's go for it. Absolutely. And we'll have fun. And yeah, it was great.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I'm actually marrying a friend I met in the superhero group next year. I got ordained. I got all the legal stuff done through the state of Ohio. So I will be doing a ceremony next year, probably in cosplay too.
That is great. Oh, that, keep cosplay alive and happy. And so one of the questions I was thinking about is, you have almost 2,000 followers now. And you're looking, from what it sounds like, to eventually, like, we look way down the road, and you want this to be international.
Yep.
So are you having a lot of people contacting you saying, how can I help?
Yes.
How can I, because that's the next question I would have is, for anyone out, watching this right now, how can they, if they want to help get involved in mental wellness and cosplay, what do they need to do?
First step is I have to go with the whole, don't forget to like and share, because that's how we get the word of mouth out there. Okay. But for growing to actually being at panels across the country and possibly even across the world, it's just going to take that structure that we're trying to build right now. My idea is to try to have somebody at least in the mental health profession in each area that is also in the cosplay world. So that way, someone that's knowledgeable about HIPAA, for example, we don't want to risk anyone putting private information out there.
Sure.
Because people can accidentally do it on themselves without thinking about it.
Yes.
So I want to try to have like a leader in each area. And we're just trying to figure out the best way to accomplish that. But yeah, definitely follow us, like us, and reach out, because we do keep track of everybody. But I've had people in Europe ask if I can come overseas for a panel. I'm like, I would love to, but our budget's currently in the hundreds, not the thousands.
Yeah.
And we still all have 9-to-5 jobs here too. Potentially down the line, could I see this as something I do full time? Absolutely. But it's just baby steps right now still, because we want to make sure we're doing it right. Because I've seen a lot of organizations and groups blow up and then implode very quickly. So I want to make sure this is something for the long term that we're going to be here. So at the very least, we try to share several posts a day, try to encourage that togetherness aspect. Like, we'll have different questions that get posted, tag a photographer that has helped you out, or name something you've bought at a convention that holds a lot of meaning to you. So just a lot of that, trying to be engaging with folks and letting everybody see that everyone here is human too. So the more people that can start following us, more it looks like we're accomplishing our mission.
Are you finding that in addition to the followers and stuff, you're getting noticed by organizations like cons that are saying, hey, can you come? We would love to have you come and present at our con. And
yep. Yeah, okay. I've had a few out-of-state ones, and it's like, I'd love to, but still right now we're just an Ohio nonprofit. Once we get that 501c3, it's a lot easier to go more national, because then fundraising can get messy about, oh, well, you raised this in this state, but so there's a lot of little nuances to it. But because I want to try to make sure each state and each area, if they're starting to fund money, does go partially back to them, as well as the greater scheme of things.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I'd love to see us have a page where actual people can give peer support to other cosplayers, whether about talking about, hey, this is how you can maybe try this, to mental health type of peer support as well. Nothing too serious, but I'd rather people use, usernames than legal names, little
Oh,
stuff like that we want to work out to try to respect everyone's privacy.
Trevor asks another question. He said, "Are there any mental health conditions that cosplay would hinder rather than help?"
I'm sure there absolutely are, but it's all in what's manageable. Because I could say someone with a high level, maybe like a psychosis, where they take it too far. Um, so as long as it's in a healthy state, more often than not, it's going to be helpful. But I definitely would say there could be some that could hinder rather than help, because I don't want to call it different things, but say, if you are too competitive, that can probably hinder rather than help you. If you want the best cosplay, and then you really see walking the convention hall as a competition versus the 2 hour cosplay contest. So there's definitely things that could hurt, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it does more help than damage.
Well, that's good. Oh, and Kristen says, "If you're watching, please donate." Yes, yes. Again, down at the bottom is our website, Otherworldly Fundraising website, and right up in the top corner is the QR code for donating to Options Save Lives. So please, we're looking to raise money for this great cause this
Absolutely.
weekend. So we are down to the last little bit of the hour. Is there anything that you can think of that we haven't covered that you might want to discuss or talk about?
I'd just rather like to leave messages kind of being good to each other. That's one thing we can see a lot of people having issue on the con floor of being too competitive, too clicky, where we're all just a bunch of nerds going out having a fun time, and it should be more an accepting community. Yes, be excellent to each other.
Yes, that's Kristen. Yes, be excellent to each other. Definitely.
But no, I just enjoy it, and try not to spend too much money, because it can get very far away from you too. So in order to have the best costume, but sometimes just remember, it's just it's a current constantly evolving thing. Just because I love a cosplay today doesn't mean I'm not going to work on it tomorrow if I want to make it look a little bit better. And the budget might be there tomorrow where it isn't there today. But don't let budget stop you, because even a t-shirt, just going to a convention in a t-shirt and jeans is fine, because you're just experiencing it. You putting your toe in the water, and then the costume can come later too if need be. But
yes, I mean, you've seen the T-shirts that say, "This is my Halloween costume."
Exactly.
And that's, it's all about having fun in what you want to do, and don't take it too seriously.
Yes, 100%. That's probably the main message I'd want to push right now, is have fun, because that's what it's about. Have fun and spend some money, but not too much.
Yes,
Unless you're donating to a worthy cause.
And again, cosplay is not consent.
Mm-hmm.
And be good to each other, and understand that, if someone is at a con and they're dressed in a particular costume and it may look a little raggedy, you don't know their situation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know their mental state. You don't know their financial situation. What you know is that this person put on a costume and came to the con because they're a fan of something and they want to show off their fandom.
Yep.
And whether or not it's, a professionally done costume, give them credit.
Mm-hmm.
And yes.
Yeah, like for the Ghostbusters, I got the expensive HasLab proton pack. I have an inflatable one. So it just because someone's wearing an inflatable one to a convention, like, you know what? Maybe they have a back problem. Maybe that's still showing that they're part of that fandom. It doesn't mean that they're less than or anything else like that. And honestly, I got the inflatable one because I wanted to wear it to Colossal Con because that's at a water park. Like, I don't want to bring my several $100 pack where it can get damaged easily. So just have fun, and remember, other people are just trying to have fun with it too.
Definitely, I completely agree. We have 3 minutes, 2 minutes left. So what I'm going to say right now, in the few minutes we have, first of all, I want to thank you, Jeff, for coming here for the interview. It was great. Learned a lot, and mental wellness is always and should always be at the forefront of people's minds, because mental wellness equates to happiness, equates to a better life. And when it comes to cosplay, you want to be as happy as you can. So thank you. And people, look for him at Mental Wellness and Cosplay. I think if you just go and do a Google search for at Mental Wellness and Cosplay, you will find all of his links.
Yep, as well as we have a website, and I have actually a how-to guide how to cosplay. It's 52 steps, so I post it every Friday, but it's all up there on the website about how to get into it, looking into different fandoms, and so if you're kind of on the cusp about should I cosplay, check out mentalwellnessandcosplay.com, and you'll find the link to it right there.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us. And I am going to say goodnight, and I will take you out of the stream. And thanks for spending the hour with us.
Again, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Take care.
See you. Yes. Hello.
Hi. So you and I are in the same room, so we have to decide who's going to turn on their sounds and microphone.
Yeah, well, I
have my microphone on now. So I was just telling Steve that we're in the same room on different computers, so we need to make sure that we don't have an echo or anything. We hadn't tried it.
What I'm going to do is I will turn off my microphone.
Okay.
Because you got a better mic.
And I won't turn on my speakers because I can hear through yours, I think.
Oh, okay.
That way we shouldn't get an echo or feedback.
Okay, let me turn off my mic. Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I mean, yes, because I'm in the same room as you. I can hear you, but no. All right.
Sounds good.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to bring in our next guest, and I will let you do the introductions, and here we go. Hello.
Hello. Now I have an echo.
I will mute my speaker. You can turn the speaker on.
Hi, Kathy. I think you're muted.
You turn the speaker on.
Nope, still can't hear you.
Let's see.
Where'd she go?
Looks like she just disconnected.
All right, well, I'll do some of our little introductions. So we are Otherworldly Fundraising. Thank you so much for joining us for our big weekend. We really appreciate everyone being here with us today. And we do have a big weekend planned for you. We are going to be streaming almost all weekend, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Why aren't my speakers working now, though, Steve?
Are you not? Were you hearing yourself before?
Not through my own speakers, because we had yours turned on.
Oh, well,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you not hear?
Nope.
And if I hit this,
Yep. I'm just going to turn mine off.
Okay.
All right. So
and
yours has to be on.
Okay. It was my mic. Okay, my mic is on.
Okay.
And I will.
Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. So we are Otherworldly Fundraising. We're a group of nerdy friends who got together to help other people. We realized we had a lot of nerdy things in common and we all like talking to people. So we decided, why not use those abilities to help other people? So every year we do this big weekend to raise money for a different charity. This year, our charity is Option Saves Lives, which helps people who are suffering from alcohol misuse, alcohol disorder.
Alcohol use disorder.
Yeah, so we are super excited for that. Kathy was having some issues.
I'm going to bring her on stage now.
All right, hopefully they fixed it.
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Perfect.
Very good, good.
I am so glad that you could join us this weekend. Thank you so much.
Come off stage now.
Thank you, Steve.
Well, thank you for having me. I was excited when I got the invitation from Kristen. And so I helped out, I think, last year by donating my books. And then so this year, I guess I'm donating me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I loved your books.
Thank you.
Yeah, I meant to read them sooner. I actually finished this morning because we had a family emergency this week. So I finished reading the second one this morning and was just blown away. Yeah, but for those in our audience who haven't read your books, do you want to tell us about them a little bit?
Oh, sure. The first one, they're both memoirs, and they chronicle my life that I was involved with abuse from age 11 until I finally kind of worked my way out of that when I was in my 50s. So the first one, The Success is the Best Revenge, is the one that's all about the abuse, and it talks about what it was like starting at age 11, how it impacted me. My stepfather sexually molested me. I went to the one person in the whole world we all think we can trust, and that's our mother. And she didn't believe me. And throughout the rest of my life, because she didn't believe me, I was worthless and not worthy of love and that sort of thing. So, you know, the betrayal was huge from her. And that impacted all my choices throughout life, my relationship choices. So I would go from one relationship that was not so good to another relationship that was not so good, not really figuring it out yet. And the first book, the Success book, is very raw. It's very graphic. It's very honest and authentic. I figured since I was going to be writing this book, it took me 5 years to write it. But since I was writing a book about the horrors of domestic violence and abuse, it needed to be real. And I wanted, I guess, other women, men, and children who might be reading it may be triggered, but also know that she survived, and this is how she survived. So that leads me into my second book, Sarah's Redemption. And that is the book all about healing. How did I heal? How did I overcome it? Because, as you know, leaving an abusive relationship is not the end. That's really only the beginning. And that was 25 years ago for me. And I'm still triggered by certain sounds, by certain songs, by certain smells. To this day, I cannot sit in a room with my door or my back to the door. So I'm hoping, my goal in writing them was to reach out and I guess, demonstrate or show or help lift a curtain to women who may still be stuck and afraid and not know how to get out, as to some kind of a help now. And I've gotten emails from readers who have told me that how much they appreciated my books.
Oh,
So
that's amazing.
Yeah, I was real pleased to hear that. Yes, very much so.
That is awesome. Yeah. I mean, I have to say that I'm a survivor of domestic abuse myself, and it was almost 2 decades ago that I got out.
Uh-huh.
And like you, there's still certain things that trigger me and can cause a panic attack when, I didn't even think about it, but something, a smell or a sound.
Yeah. And it gets in your stomach, and it gets that feeling back of fight or flight,
Yeah.
Do I escape? Do I leave? What do I do? And so by the end of it all, you're just frozen in place with them. And
Yeah.
healing from something like this is not linear. It's not, I'm out today, so obviously I'm healed. 25 years ago, I left, and I think healing takes all the rest of my life to be able to do that. But I think the most important thing is to be aware of what some of those triggers are, and know that you're not in that situation anymore. I think that's what helped me most was, okay, yeah, that happened. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, okay, I'm not in that situation anymore, kind of thing. That very helpful. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. I was wondering how much of the books is truth and how much of it is a little fictionalized. Is there any that's fictionalized?
No.
Nothing.
It's 100% truth, and I had to do it that way. It's not a biography. The difference between a biography and a memoir is biography has to be factual. A memoir kind of gives you some leeway if your memory doesn't kick in. But both memoirs are about me and what happened and how I went through it, and how I left, when I left, how that healing journey went on. So it's 100% factual. It's all me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Including Kitty?
And including what? Sorry?
Kitty.
Kitty.
The cat.
I get a lot of questions about my kitty. She took really good care of me, as I mentioned in my book. She could sense when I really needed to have some care and attention, and she would give it to me. Like I'd wake up in a nightmare, and she'd be right there purring right beside me, just letting me know that she was taking care of me, she was there, and that I was safe. And so the night that I had just come to the conclusion that because of all the old tapes of what my mom had put in me, I'm no good, I'm worthless, I'm not lovable, plus the abuse, that I took my cat and the tape that had the song I wanted played at my obituary down to the garage, and closed the door and turned the car on. That was really real. And that is horrifying to me today, because the one vision that I had throughout that, trying to commit myself suicide and taking my cat with me, was the vision of my son coming, and then thinking through, what am I doing to him? I want him to be proud of me. I don't want him to think that I, was a coward and I left because of my cowardice. I needed to face it. And so that helped save me and Kitty. And in fact, Kitty, she did get cancer in her jaw, in her bone, and she passed on, and I have her in a box, and she has gone everywhere with me. When I left my island to escape and to heal, to go to the Midwest, she went with me. When I went back to my island, she went with me. And now that I'm in Texas, she's with me too. So she's always going to be a part of me. It was that important. And I do think that message that was sent to me about my son was sent from a higher up, that it was like an epiphany realization. I've had 2 of those in my life throughout healing from this. And it was very strong. And so I bless him every day for helping to save my life.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have to admit, reading the first book, I was really afraid that Thomas was gonna hurt the cat. That was like I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna hurt the cat to get at her. And
Yeah.
I was really glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, me too. Because there were times I was worried as well,
I'm sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but I think that night when you did plan on leaving this world and taking Kitty, I think that's a good example. A lot of women stuck in these situations feel that is the only way to get out.
I do. Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
And it's really sad.
It is. It's you're so hopeless. You have no hope left. You have no self-esteem left because it's all been beaten out of you and been told to you you're not worth anything. So why not? What am I in this world for?
Right.
It just kind of comes to that conclusion for me. But no more. I'm really glad I didn't complete the act, kind of thing.
I'm really glad that you didn't too. And
Yeah.
I want everyone watching this to know that there are resources out there. You're not alone. Reach out to your local resources. There are hotlines that you can call. They will help you get out. You're not worthless, no matter who is telling you that you are.
And you bring up a good point, because for so long I kept my voice silent. In most of these cases, whether it be men or women, because men are being abused as well, we were either too embarrassed, or for me, it was a humiliation to tell my friends that this was going on. And so the key is to not be silent. Find your voice, no matter how small that voice is. Find your voice, because I want everyone to know you are seen and you are heard, and you are important enough to be seen and heard and to make a difference in your life. And like, as you said, there's a lot of people and agencies that are just waiting for you to make that call.
Yes. I live in a very small city, and we even still have, houses, women's houses, and domestic abuse hotlines and help out there.
Exactly. In fact, I read how they always have these memes on Facebook and Instagram. There was one that I think is really important, that if you're in a house and you're afraid to make a phone call 911 and say you want to order a pizza. And then just go through, and the dispatcher will ask you, is there someone in the house that's going to hurt you? And you'll go, yes, I want pepperoni and olives on it. So it's like they won't know. And by the time you get to the pepperoni and olives, there's someone on their way to help you. And so I think that's really important to know, that you can do that and help you get out of that situation.
Yes, and your abuser won't know. They'll think you're ordering a pizza.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, we're going to have pizza tonight. How about that? Yeah. And so when the doorbell rings, it's not the pizza guy.
Good.
Really. But the first book is so raw and so honest, that I was presenting to a book club, and one of the ladies said, I read Success is the Best Revenge, and I got so mad that I picked up the book and I threw it on the ground and said, you went back to him? Because that's the modality, that's the routine. We keep going back and back and back. I think the I think the statistic is that it takes 7 times of leaving before it finally catches. But then she said, but then I picked it up because I had to know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and I think when you're not someone who's been in that situation yourself, you don't realize how much of a hold that abuser has on your emotions, on your life. You know, they've separated you usually from all of your support groups, your family, your friends. You really think they're all that you have.
Right. And it's your reality, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of take a look at it. I used to do some courses around alcoholism. And one of the things that I learned was that when that behavior is modeled in your home, you just think it's normal behavior. You know, so you might go spend the night with your girlfriend and say, oh, this is kind of weird. Nobody's drinking or fighting. What's going on here? And so when that is your reality, that's what kept me going back into those kind of relationships. I just thought it was normal. This is the way it had to be until it got to the point I couldn't do it anymore, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So
well, I'm really glad that you found your happily ever after in the second book.
That
made me so happy.
Well, thank you. I was very happy. Bob was Ken in the book, but Bob was the first man I met that treated me as if I were a human being with, choices and decisions to make on my own, which was, the best. Unfortunately, he passed away after we moved to Texas. Yeah. So, but he gave me a piece of life that I would have never had before. And I cherish it. Yeah. And now I found another man, Dean, who treats me as I should be treated, which is nice.
Perfect.
So really, before I had no idea there were men that would, treat a woman, as a human being, I should say.
Right.
Yeah. And I was fortunate enough to have 2 in my life. So
that is amazing.
Yeah.
I felt very blessed when I found Steve, because that's exactly the same. I didn't realize that there were nice guys out there like that for me.
Yeah. It's amazing. And they are out there. You just gotta, what do they say? You gotta sift through the sand or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kristen says, Kathy, that's so true. If you would have asked me if I was an abused kid, I would have said no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if that's what's modeled in your home and you don't know any different,
right?
You don't know that you're being abused.
And I think women my age, it's very true too, because in the generation that we grew up, kids were told to be quiet, to be seen, not heard. If they had a complaint, too bad, kind of thing. And then, in fact, my mom told me as I was reaching adulthood that what I should probably do is just go and get a teaching certificate in case I get married and my marriage fails. So, I mean, the norms back then were so different than they are now, as far as people going. But the shame, the fear, the humiliation, all of that is still there for anyone that's involved in that kind of a relationship, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. And I know you do a lot of advocacy work.
I do. Yeah. I do things like this and my books, and I talk to people about the signs, the warning signs of an abusive, because Thomas, he was so charming. He was so, he was so compassionate toward me in the beginning. And I look at it as once he got me hooked in his web, everything changed. Everything changed. So knowing that, and knowing that person that you're feeling, wow, this guy's really nice and neat, but what's behind it, type of thing. So I do a lot of that. And through my writing, of course, I have a Substack blog kind of thing where I invite people to talk about things like this. And I talk about my experience to just show that it happens, because so many people are in denial, that it does happen. And mostly it happens behind closed doors. And those that are behind closed doors, what it's happening to, have lost their voice. So how do I help people find their voice and find themselves again through that? But I'm really excited about something that has just came up over the weekend. And I was in a what they call a power play workshop in Phoenix. And it was for authors, but it was not about writing or the craft of writing or marketing or anything like that. It was, how to find yourself in your business. And it really surprised me when I found that I needed to start a nonprofit to help abused people find their voices. And what this nonprofit, it's just in the beginning phases, but what I want this nonprofit to do is to raise enough money to help survivors and victims once they have left the relationship. Because I remember when I left, I was penniless. I didn't have a dime to my name. I didn't have a job. I was 3 months away from being homeless and didn't know where to turn, because I was still in the mode of, I can't tell anybody,
Right.
that this is happening to me. So it was kind of like I was in my own little whirlpool of misery. But when victims and survivors leave the relationship, they need to have support. And it's just not financial support, but it could be a lot financial. I need to pay the electric bill, don't have any money. So to help people with that, I have no future planned. What do I do to support myself and my kids? Well, maybe we can look at education. How can we get you educated enough so that you are self-sufficient and you're, giving a good life for your kids and you're giving a good role model to them? So it's those kinds of things that I want to do to help provide that, because there's a lot of agencies that I could work with. And the agencies are understaffed and they're underfunded, as we all know. And so maybe my nonprofit will be kind of a gift to the other nonprofits that are struggling to help people or help the abused people get back on track. So I'm really excited about that. And one of the things we did this weekend, I'm sure you've heard of Shark Tank, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that was the thing. They wanted us to develop a 5-minute pitch, which don't even pitch my books because I'm not good at pitching, but develop a 5-minute pitch. And then there was about 30 of us at this workshop. And so you'd walk up to the microphone. The sharks were sitting in a semicircle in front of you, and you walk up to the microphone to the Shark Tank theme song, and then you begin. And so I did, and my pitch was unanimously voted as the winner, and I received some social media support through them for having done that. So now I'm really excited, because now I think I've got support to help me make this happen. It would really mean a lot to me to have that happen.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
well, I do have to say that when Sarah got the notification that Thomas had died,
mm-hmm.
I had conflicting emotions, because of course I was actually really happy, but then I felt bad for being happy that another human had passed away.
Yeah.
But I was so glad that he couldn't come after you anymore.
Right. And that was because he kept threatening to, he was in the UK. He was a UK citizen. And so I had worked really hard to make sure his passport was red flagged. And where I lived, I was close to the Canadian border at the time. And so if he was to leave the UK, he could have gone to Canada and then crossed over the border. So I had to work to make sure that it was red flagged to go to Canada and Mexico, both, any kind of entrance into the US. And to do that, I worked through my senator. And I was fortunate enough to get hooked up with one of his aides who had been through a similar situation. And so she was very adamant about helping me, and she had all kinds of good ideas and that sort of thing. So that happened, and I knew he couldn't come back. Well, you never know for sure, right? But even so, when he found out that his passport had been red flagged, then he started threatening by sending his thugs over to hurt me, which was terrifying. Every little sound, at night, every little sound, making sure the doors and the windows and everything was locked up, do it 3 or 4 times just to be sure, and that sort of thing. So on the one hand, I was relieved when he passed. On the other hand, like as you said, he was a human being, and I had some empathy because who knew? I didn't know what his past was like. I did not know what his relationship with his father was like. And I have always wondered if that relationship might have, I don't know, turned him into an abuser or just led him down the path of that he thought was right. I just don't know, how that happened. I do know he was very narcissistic,
Yes.
as most abusers are. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because they don't have any empathy for any other people at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You can't abuse someone like that and have empathy for them.
No, and because it's always my fault. It was always my fault. It's always the victim's fault. I remember sitting on the sofa one night back on Whidbey Island. He was here for 3 months. And I remember he'd been drinking all day, and I remember sitting on the sofa, and I could feel it. I knew where he was headed with the way he was starting to talk, the tone of his voice, the shape of his body, And I put my hand on his knee and I said, let's not go there tonight. Well, that was the wrong thing to say, because then I was upended. I mean, it was a horrible, horrible nightmare of a night that night. So you never know how to respond to them to take away the threat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they get it into their head that they're angry at you for whatever reason, there's not really anything you can do to calm them down at that point.
Right. And you can do all the psychological whatever and say, well, he's not really angry at me. He's angry at himself for some reason, but that does not take away his responsibility or her responsibility.
Does not. He's still making a choice to abuse another human.
Yes, exactly. And that's the key, the choice.
Right.
Which means also I had choices. I just didn't know that at the time.
It's hard. It's really hard to see when you're in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. That it is just really hard when you're in it. That's all that you can see.
And when I was in it, it was really weird. To back up a little bit, before him, I had been involved with domestic violence advocacy. So I knew the signs and I knew the resources, and I was very aware, knowledgeable. And yet I fell into his web. And so that was part of the humiliation on my part. I didn't want to go to my friends and say, I kind of need help here, because I knew that I had walked into it, so I started blaming myself on that end. And so it's just hard, that humiliation, that the fear of reprisal, the humiliation, the friends who are there, is just not letting them be there for you. In fact, I had one really, really good friend. She's in the book, the first book as well. She's the realtor in the book.
Yes.
You remember? Yeah. And she I think this is in the book too. She came up to me one day, up to the house that we had bought together in his name only.
Mhm.
Stupid woman, number whatever. And she just came in. She's a very blunt person, very to the point. She came in, she sat down, she said, "You tell me what's going on." Just like that. And I looked at her and all these things go through your head. What do you mean? What's going on? Does she know? She can't know, kind of stuff. But she helped me speak about it. That was the hardest thing, to speak about it to other people. And she helped me walk me through, some decisions and choices that I need to make. So even if you have just one friend, that's all it takes. But trust that friend will help you and not embarrass you, put you down for it or anything like that.
If they're really your friend, they're not going to say "I told you so." They're not going to make you feel bad. They're your friends. They're going to just be there for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
But do you have any advice for someone on the outside looking at someone who is being abused, like a friend? How can they approach it with their friend? Is there something they can do, something they can say to help?
I think empathy is hugely needed here. And so get rid of any judgment you might have before approaching a person that you think maybe experienced some of this, and just ask open-ended questions and say, how's everything going on in your life? I've noticed you've been kind of down lately. Is something going on? Those kinds of questions may help bring them out. If that doesn't bring them out at that point in time, they now know you care enough. They now know you've opened a door for them. And so, they can go back. So I wouldn't recommend say, "Hey, is David abusing you? Is he hitting on you?" That I wouldn't recommend doing that, because that will put the barriers up. In my opinion, they will. Yeah. And then, you can kind of drop little hints like I just told you about the pizza thing. You're maybe at the coffee or the water cooler and say, "Hey, did you know what I saw today? That you can do, the people do this. They call the 911, they pretend that they're ordering a pizza and they come." I mean, just little things like that to help them start to think about their situation. Because like I said, depending on how deep they are into this relationship, they're not going to see it from a perspective that they're not to blame for what's happening to them, and that they have a way to get out. Because that's where I was, deeply into it. So I hope that answered the question.
It did, definitely. Now, I would also like to talk about your writing process. How did it work for you? Did you use an outline, or are you a seat of the pantser and just start writing?
Well, the first book, I mentioned it took me 5 years to write that. And I wrote it from as I am the person. So from the first person, this is me, it's happening to, which it was me, and it did happen to me. And I couldn't write it. I just couldn't get through some of those hard experiences, the hard times that I had to relive, to make sure that the book felt real and this really happened. I wanted my reader to feel that kind of an emotion. And I wasn't able to do that coming from Kathy. And so, I mean, I went through draft after draft after draft. And finally one day, Sarah came and sat on my shoulder. And she says, "You know what? Don't worry about it. Let me go through all that. You just write it and I'll live through it." So I did. And once I did that, the words flowed. And, the first 2 books were of my lived experience. So I knew how it was going to start, and I knew how it was going to end in both books. So I really didn't need an outline. I So you might say that I pantsed through it, which means just sit down and write, so I did that. And then, sorry, I've got allergies and they're horrible. So excuse me.
Oh, it's been a rough fall for allergies here too.
Oh, just awful. I'm going to take a cough drop. So now I got to sneeze. Sorry.
Okay.
I hate this. Anyway, let me see if I can get through this. So the first 2 books I pantsed, and Sarah told my story and she did a beautiful job, I think. And then I'm a big mystery, murder mystery reader. And that's what I want to write from now forward, because my 2 memoirs are done, right? So I really struggled to find, I wanted to bring Sarah into my murder mysteries, only my murder mysteries are fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So I worried about my readers thinking I was betraying them. Were your first 2 books really real? If you're going to have taken Sarah into this mystery, and how I made the connection, when you stop to think about it, in any abuse situation, what do? You have fear, you have lies, you have secrets, you have pain, you have all of that in an abusive relationship. Mysteries are the same. You have secrets, you have lies, you have fear, you have pain. So that's how I'm bridging my memoirs into my mysteries with Sarah. And now it's different, though, getting back to your question. It's different because I don't really have, I don't know how to start and end like I did with my memoirs. And so I'm doing some outlining and some pantsing. So it's kind of a mix of both. Mostly pantsing, though, because I never was good at making an outline. I hate to say it. I'll make an outline and then it'll go out the window. So it's mostly,
you spent all that time making the outline and then you don't even use it.
I know. So, but I'm having fun with it. The 3rd book should be hopefully out by the end of the year. And Sarah has found a murder mystery in a new town that she's moved to, and nobody wants to talk about it. And it appears there's more than one murder. Is it by the same guy or the same person? And how come the deputy won't talk to her about it? So she's kind of on her own trying to solve this thing or figure it out. So it's kind of a fun way of me writing my mysteries. Hopefully.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love murder mysteries. I'm looking forward to it. Yep.
Finally got it out.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Anybody's going to see me coughing half.
We all have allergies.
Yeah. So, so I just think the freedom to write is finding the best way for you to get those words on paper. Like with my 2 books, I had to give it to Sarah. That was my freedom to write. My freedom to write with my mystery is because I love Sarah, and a lot of my readers love Sarah. So they kind of want to know, okay, what's next for Sarah? So, so I'm really having fun with that now, taking her into a whole new realm.
Amazing. I love that.
Yeah. And there'll be, all the signs of domestic violence. I mean, she is still going to have, some triggers as she goes through with this. So I'm still taking that theme with me with that. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like she'll be a real character. Yes. Sometimes, real characters have their flaws, like triggers and a backstory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just a nosy one now.
Aren't we all a little nosy, to be honest?
I think curiosity. What is that saying? Curiosity killed the cat. Satisfaction brought her back. Yeah.
Well, Kristen wants to know, what do you think are the benefits of being part of a writer's organization?
What? Now, say that again. Would you mind?
What do you think are the benefits of being part of a writer's organization?
Oh, that is huge. it's having the support, it's having a sounding wall to bounce ideas off of and direction off of. It's an education in itself in learning about how other authors approach, even, approach their writing, but going back to that, their marketing too, because marketing is a big unknown out there. What works, what doesn't work. And I've got some lifelong friendships from belonging to the one that I love the most is my Women's Fiction Writers Association. And they're so supportive. And they have programs like a mentorship program. They have critique programs, and they have, I think, 3 awards per year that they give out. And then they have retreats. My favorite one is going to Albuquerque for that retreat, although I didn't go this year. But I just think the benefits are tremendous in your growth as an author for yourself too. Plus, turn that around, you can be helpful to other authors as well, So yeah. I think it is important.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds amazing. Do you have any advice for someone who's starting out trying to be an author?
God, that's a big, huge question, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, I see, Kristen. We were together in Albuquerque and shopping at Barbara's. Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Just starting out, I think you can take all the craft courses and workshops that you think you need. But the bonus is being with other authors and learning from their successes and their mistakes. I've attended a lot of writers' workshops. Some were really good, and some were, why did I waste my money on that one? Depends on what you walk away with. So listening to other authors, ask them, well, what do you think about this workshop? Would you think this would be a good one for me? And that's part of that mentorship program. So seek other authors out, whether it's within an organization or within your local writers group, because we have several here in San Antonio. And just start listening and asking your questions and maybe sharing your work so that you can get some really good constructive feedback on that. And be open to the feedback. That's a learned skill too, being open to feedback. I mean, mostly writers don't say your writing sucks, but they can give you some really good pointers to make it a little bit better.
That's good. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, and I think, the main thing is believe in yourself. You can do this. Yes, you can. You can do this. I don't care where you are at in your life. If you have the passion and the desire to put words on paper, just do it.
Perfect. That's a good reminder.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Nike says that, don't they? Nike.
Yes. I'm a firm believer in people who are afraid to fail. A lot of times they don't even start. Yeah. And so I'd rather fail because I tried than fail because I never even bothered to try.
Exactly. And it's always like they ask the question. If you don't ask the question, the answer is always no, right? So just give it a shot. And the thing I want them to know that was important for me to learn was that your story matters. Story is a great way to connect with other people and open up lines of understanding and communication. So you might feel small, you might feel invisible, but your voice is a gift. So get that down on paper. There's someone out there waiting for your story. Believe me, there is someone out there waiting for it. So do it. And there's no perfect moment to start either. Just, start. Even if you only have like 15 minutes a day, just sit down and jot down some words and get yourself going.
Yeah.
And with
I'm a big my big flaw is that I'll say, well, I'll start Monday, because you should always start something new on a Monday. And then
like
something will happen, so I don't get to, and then I'll be like, well, next Monday.
yeah, right.
It has to be a Monday.
Monday coming up, right? So what Mondays are going to be today? Yeah, but vulnerability for me is strength, and that's when I wrote my 2 books. I needed to open up and be vulnerable with what I was writing and let people know me and the struggles that I went through to find my voice. My voice was silent for so long that now that I find it, you can't shut me up. But no, anyway. But I think that's being vulnerable is what the readers have said to me is what that saved them. I think the honesty in your writing is important too. It invites, honesty invites connection more than polishing your writing, I think.
Yes, so I definitely appreciated that in your writing. You didn't shy away from the hard things.
No. And it was hard. It was like living all those nightmares again. But I'm glad I did it. It was cathartic. It was part of my healing process. It's finding that voice again. Don't be silent. Let people know what this is like when you're in the midst of it. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And the new book that you have coming out, your murder mystery, are you going to be self-publishing, or are you seeking out traditional publishing?
Well, with my first book, I was already in my 70s, and I thought, I can't wait for an agent to find me. I'll be dead before it goes on the shelves. So the first one I did a hybrid publishing, and the second one, Sarah's Redemption, I self-published, and I will continue to self-publish from here on out because It's not that hard. When I went through the hybrid publishing, I did that because I didn't know. I didn't know. So I learned a lot through that. So now I feel real comfortable doing it. And my new book that's coming out is Body Under the Blue Bonnets. So it's kind of
Body Under the Blue Bonnets. I will be watching for it.
Okay. I hope so. I'll let you know when it comes out.
Yes, please do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It'll be.
Absolutely. I think a lot of authors are choosing to go the way of self-publishing now. You keep so much more control.
Exactly.
I feel like that's a huge benefit to self-publishing is control over your cover and the content and the marketing.
Oh, well, it's huge. I mean,
you get everything.
Well, they don't, when you have a publisher or an agent, the agent just finds a publisher. Right. And the publisher these days don't help you with that marketing and all of that. So you're on your own anyway. And so I just find that the marketing is my worst. I write well, but I don't market well. So finding out, and that's another thing a writer's group can give you as well. Some avenues. What's the best way to market this? What are the tools I can use to market this? That kind of stuff. So getting back to that question that you have. Yeah. So I even have my own publishing imprint. It's Whidbey Island Publishing, and you probably recognize that from my books.
I do.
That's my home. That's where my heart is. Even though I'm here in Texas, Whidbey Island will always be my home.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, we have about 10 minutes left. Is there anything you wanted to talk about that I didn't ask or that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I will kind of want to get back to, I guess, people who are anybody who's maybe thinking about, maybe I could write a book. Maybe even if it's a short story, or maybe it's an essay, but, writing something. Now, there's all kinds of courses out there. There's creative writing courses. There's an MFA Masters of Fiction. I don't know, something. I don't have any of those credentials, but I've educated myself by going and talking to other authors and doing some reading and doing some workshops. But I think storytelling, no matter what story you tell, is a great way to connect. My tagline is from surviving to storytelling, memoirs that heal, mysteries that reveal. And so that's what I write, not just for me, but for those who can't get there yet, as far as the abuse, to help them see that at least someone got out and she's doing okay. So one challenge I'd like to give you and your audience is to share one piece of your truth to someone who will listen. Because when stories move from silent places to connection, that's when the healing begins. And so that would be my challenge to you and your listeners today.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well,
we are currently at $805 in donations.
Oh, that is exciting. That is awesome. Yeah.
And we only just started. This is only hour 2 of our weekend.
Yay.
Yes. So it is very exciting for anyone watching. If you want to donate, at the bottom of the screen is a scroll that will take you to our website. And then there's a link there. The top of the screen that way. There's also a QR code that you can scan that will do the same.
And a lot of people have asked, how can, I have something going on tonight, but I really like to listen to what you say. So I've given them your YouTube link.
Thank you.
And I will put that up even more now that I'm done with my piece.
Right.
And they can see what you do and how you do it and why you do it. So that would be good.
Perfect.
So I
Thank you.
appreciate what you're doing, especially you're donating to alcohol recovery. Is that?
Yeah. So Options Saves Lives is our charity this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they help people who are struggling with alcohol addiction.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I appreciate you and your organization for doing that.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, the videos, all of our interviews are saved on our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, for the weekend, we do them all in big chunks. So it'll be the one video for the whole day. But then after the weekend is over, we do separate them down into individual interviews.
Mm-hmm. That's good to know. That way you can kind of concentrate and focus on, like the gentleman that's before me. I just got at the tail end of his interview. And so I'm curious to what he was all about, so I'll go back and take a look at that once we get that done. So, So thank you so much for having me. And thank you, Kristen, for thinking of me again. I appreciate it. It's a great organization, and I'm just very proud and honored to be part of it. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Kathy. I loved your books. I look forward to the new one. I'll be watching for it. Make sure you let me know.
Will do. Absolutely. I'll blast it out to the world.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I am back as the producer.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's just you. Yeah. So I'm here just coming in between and saying, again, thank you for coming on and talking with Bex. And for those people, just keep donating. Save Lives is a great organization. And we are Otherworldly Fundraising, and we do this every year. And we try to get monthly chats going, and we don't raise money for monthly chats. We just want to keep our name out there so that people know who we are and they can find us and then follow us and like and share and get us more viewers so that each year we continue to grow and can make more money for the charities that we are representing.
Well, thank you again. I'm going to escape. And
all right. All right. See you later.
Go on. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. All right.
Now I'm going to bring our next host, Jamie Kelly, online, right on stage with us.
Hey, everybody. Doing good. Got a little bit of an echo on you, Steve. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because my mic is on. I'm going to turn mine off now.
Okay. But yeah, I am all ready for the trivia. We've got some special stuff. And just to make it a little bit easier for everybody, some of the items behind me contain hints as to the answers for some of the questions for the trivia tonight.
Well, I do see Bizarro back there. I have a t-shirt with that image on there. Not Bizarro, Brainiac. Sorry. Why? I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking about the pale skin.
Oh, the pale skin there. Well, yeah, there you go, Bizarro.
Bizarro. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got part of the focus, and I'm glad we're doing this before everybody comes in. The part of the focus is going to be on things that are celebrating anniversaries this year.
Oh,
so that's going to be kind of fun. And I even found ways. So I've got I have 27 questions that are just like overall general type stuff. And then I've got 7 questions each on 3 specific topics. And I even found ways for the last bonus question of each to lead into the next topic.
okay.
So that'll be it. I'm excited for how this is all gonna flow. And I'm just now typing up everybody's there we go. Now I can make sure that I can keep tabs on everybody's scores as we go into it.
All right. Looks like we're starting to have some of the folks join.
Beautiful.
Now it'll be a good time before we get fully started to reintroduce ourselves, that we are Otherworldly Fundraising. We are a group of friendly nerds who got together primarily because of this guy right here.
Yep.
And we decided that we wanted to help people. And every year we throw this virtual convention this weekend where we have interviews with celebrity guests. We have trivia. We interview authors, artists, cosplayers, all different things. But we're always here to raise money for charity. And this year we're raising money for Options Save Lives, which is a charity organization that works to help people recover from alcohol use disorder. And it's a very good, worthy charity and charitable organization. And if you want to find out more about us in general, down at the bottom of the screen, you can see the ticker scrolling by. That is our website, Otherworldly Fundraising, and you can see what we do there. And in the top right corner, you will see a QR code. And that QR code will take you right to the donation site so you can donate to Options Save Lives. And if you're on our website, there's also a button right there that'll take you to the donation page. And if you go to our YouTube channel, and you may be there right now watching this, either on YouTube or Facebook, you can go and take a look at all of our past shows and videos and just see what we're about and watch some of our previous interviews. And enjoy, learning who we are and what we're about.
Yep. Otherworldly Fundraising is it's really a lot of fun, and a lot of good folks like Steve and Kristen and Trevor and everybody, and Ryan and everybody that really dive in and help out. And like you said, we got started because of Superman, and like the new movie says, kindness is the real punk rock, and doing good for people is the best way to go forward. And if you get a chance, check out Options Save Lives. I did some looking. I watched the video last night talking about how that got started, and and the mission behind it and how it works. And it truly is remarkable. It's using science to help people that are suffering from alcohol use disorder, AUD. And they say that as opposed to alcoholism. So that way it covers the gamut of people's various addictions and problems with alcohol. And so it's super interesting. I love the work that they're doing. I think it's going to be really, I think it's going to help a whole lot of people, but there's still a lot of folks out there that don't know anything about it. So we're happy to, we're happy to help them. So if you get a chance, make sure that you donate. And the first so many folks that give $50 or more will get a very special personal Wade Wilson shout out. And that's going to be me doing that. So that'll be fun. Cool.
Looks like the guests are here.
All right.
And Kristen, our fearless leader, is going to want to come in at the time when I bring in the guests.
Tell you what, let's bring them in one at a time, because I'm gonna introduce them as we bring them in.
Okay. One thing I will just quickly say is, if you decide you want to donate, please, if we do have sweepstakes prizes, we have 3 prize boxes for anyone who donates $10 or more. And if you donate $50 or more, you can get an original painting by our very own Trevor Hawkins. So if you want any of those prizes, please put a way to contact you. Don't just donate anonymously. Even if you just give us your, Facebook handle or Instagram or some way we can contact you so that we can let you know what's going on. So, okay, we will. Do you want me to bring in Kristen first, or do all the guests and then Kristen, or how's that work?
Kristen, do you want us to bring you in first and then the guests one at a time, or do you want to come in after they're all here? What do you prefer?
She just did this, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, I want to tell everybody, whoever donates the most money, and you can't, it cannot be anonymous because we don't know who to send it to. Whoever donates the most money, I'm going to give a collection of my albums, because I'm a singer, songwriter, recording artist. I will give a collection of my albums totaling $100 in prize. Yeah. So just want to let you know about that.
Great.
All right. So
go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring in our guests, and then we'll bring in Kristen. So first off, an actor, writer, lyricist. Sorry, I have to look over here because my WordPad doesn't work on my, Windows 10 decided, who needs WordPad? Anyway, an actor, writer, lyricist from Chicago, now in Los Angeles, and recipient of the 2023 ASCAP Foundation Lucille and Jack Yellen Award, co-creator of the acclaimed musical Emojiland, co-writer of the original songs, won HMMA nominated for Best Song for the Emmy-nominated stop-motion Disney holiday film Mickey Saves Christmas, and 2025 finalist for the Eugene O'Neill NMTC. Please welcome Laura Shine, everybody.
Hello. Wow, thank you for that lovely intro.
You're very welcome. Yeah.
I'm going to back out now and just be behind the scenes. So have fun, but I will be putting people in as you call them.
Awesome. Love the jumpsuit, by the way, man. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
It's like the one anniversary franchise I didn't get to today. Okay. Next, we're going to bring in royalty here. Simba from The Lion King, Goldie Wilson and Marvin Berry in Back to the Future, and the Temptations' Eddie Kendricks in Ain't Too Proud and Broadway, Smokey Joe's Cafe, which I'm a big Elvis fan, so Lieber and Stoller is a big thing, Disney's High School Musical, and the Apple Boys, and a featured artist in the York Theater 2025 Spring Gala. Please welcome Jeleni Remy.
Hi, hello.
Hello. Very cool. Very cool. All right, everybody. Hopefully everybody's home is clapping. They all better be.
Oh, they're clapping. They're clapping.
Good. So you go. We'll find them if they don't. Right? Okay. From Chrissy in the Tony Award-winning revival. Wow. I hit puberty in my 40s. Who knew? Chrissy in the Tony Award-winning revival of Hair off Broadway, Miss Honey in Broadway's Matilda, Sophie and Mamma Mia, HBO's The Young Pope, The Sinner, Nurse Jackie, and obviously I'll have to ask him about Peter Facinelli, and the voice of Viv Vega Vaughn and Disney Junior's Firebuds. Please say hello to Allison Case, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Woo. Hi, friends.
Yeah, and we're all 80s babies here, so that's that'll make 2 out of the 3 major trivia sections easier. So we're gonna bring on our special our coordinator for everything. She's absolutely incredible. Kristen, come on, let's bring Kristen in real quick.
Hi.
Yay.
Hi.
I just want to come in and thank everyone for being here and also give you a quick rundown. Today's trivia winner, does get a prize. It's a painting of your choice by our own Trevor Hawkins. Like if you have a photo you want him to copy, if you have a character that you like, whether it's you or maybe like a Marvel, Disney, whatever, he will do for you what you want. Just a small Ann Harada was our winner the first time we did it. And then last year, Jessica Rush was our winner. So I wish everybody wonderful luck. And before they pull me off, I want to make a couple quick comments. Emoji Land was the last show I saw before lockdown. And I carried my ticket in my purse through all lockdown just to remind myself that better days were coming.
Oh my goodness.
I love that.
It's awful and
Thank you
everything
for
now, but it got me through. Just looking at it, said someday we're going to go back and everything's going to be okay.
Yep.
Ish.
Yeah.
And apparently this Sunday, Jelani and I had a ships in the night moment because I was at flea market and I was talking to someone facing juniors. I turned around and someone said, Jelani just walked by.
Oh,
And we literally, you were apparently talking to someone right behind me. So I wanted to see you because I saw you when you were hosting with Todd, the auction, and we got to meet. I don't know if you all remember. I've met all of you.
Listen, the honor is mine, and I'm so
Everybody.
grateful. I'm so grateful to be here now, and I'm really excited to win this.
Oh, good luck.
That's awesome.
But I'm
Everybody-
also a super fan of Allison Case. You have to know that I'm a big fan of Allison Case, so it's an honor to be in this
Allison
competition with the legendary Allison Case.
oh, I just want to reach through and like give everybody a hug.
I love it.
And Miss
So good to
Honeywood,
see you.
Miss Honey would say that.
Yes, just wanted to-
I met Allison at Hands on Hardbody. I met Laura at Moji Land, and I met Johnny at Flea Market 2 years ago.
Oh,
Crazy.
So, and maybe hopefully we'll all cross paths in person again. And we are up to $855.
incredible!
Fantastic.
Incredible.
We're hoping to hit 2 this year. So,
Come on.
best of luck to everybody. And I hope there will be a winner, and who knows what it will be.
Thank you, Kristen. That's awesome. Thank you, Laura, Jelani, Allison. Thank you so much for being here, and this is going to be fun. So, I've got some general trivia that should be up most of our alleys, but then I've also got some categories. There are hints behind me for some of the answers.
Yeah.
Just to help with that. So yeah. Anyway, so you know some of the some of the categories and things like that. So I'm a giant nerd. So I'm a giant nerd. So here we go. So what we're gonna do is let's see, how do we pick the order? Actually, you know what? We'll go with the order that I brought you all in on, and then what we'll do is we'll do round table. So if you're not able to answer, then you'll pass. It'll go to the next person, and then kind of along like that. And then after we get through the main ones, then we'll get to the category questions, and there will be, if we get to it, 2 bonus questions on the category ones that will lead us further along, and those will have 2 points instead of 1. So yeah, and some of these questions have two parts, and if or more than one answer, and if you can get both answers, then you get a point per. So yeah. Anyway.
Right. Good luck.
Okay. Yep. Good luck, everybody.
Why am I nervous?
I'm nervous.
Oh,
so
well,
nervous.
just it's like what's it from anger management? Goose Fraba.
Yeah, but you have all the answers. Of course you can say that.
Well, that's true. That's true.
How very dare. Okay.
And you know what? I'll go ahead and throw in one of my albums for whoever wins this as well. So yeah, I'm a singer, songwriter, all that kind of stuff. Actually, my hands at about 50 million different things, but that's a whole other thing. All right, so we're gonna start with Laura. Okay. Which 2024 Broadway musical about a 1970s rock group earned a total of 13 Tony nominations, taking home 5?
Oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay.
I wouldn't have gotten this one, so it's all good.
Oh shoot. Wait, what's the name? Okay. Oh shoot. Shoot. Is it Ain't Too Proud?
No.
Oh,
It's not. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Jelani, would you like to steal?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I can. Which 2024 Broadway musical about a 1970s rock group earned a total of 13 Tony nominations, taking home 5?
2024. That was just last year.
Yeah.
That is a newer musical. I am going to say I'd like to pass it to Miss Honey.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess, but I don't think I'm right.
It's okay.
Oh, 2020.
Oh, it's not a musical?
It's stereophonic.
There you go.
Flag on the play.
Yeah. I will
really
wipe that.
I was gonna say it anyway, but I was confused because I thought it was a play.
That's on me. That's on me. That's why I wouldn't have gotten it. There we go. All right, we're gonna start over. That was a freebie. So
What
sorry.
I wanted to say was the revival of Rock of Ages, but that wouldn't. I don't know if that was right either.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll tell you what. We'll kind of play this by ear and see how things are going, and depending on how they're going, I might go ahead and add that point back in for you. Okay.
Good job, Allison.
All right, so we're gonna start. So Laura,
to get one.
we went through the you know what? I'm gonna put a 1 with an asterisk after it, and we'll start from there. Okay, so Laura, it's back to you.
Okay.
That's easy. This game, it's kind of like whose line is it anyway? The points like kind of matter, and we fly by the seat of our pants. So, and if you're not wearing pants, hopefully there's no rug burn involved. Okay, Sorry, nobody needs the visual. Okay, Laura. What battle lost by the French on June 18th, 1815 would be referenced in the lyrics and title of what ABBA song?
What? So what's the name of the ABBA song?
Yeah.
Oh,
What battle lost by the French is the title of an ABBA song?
Title of an ABBA song.
Or reference, at least reference. I think it's the title. Yeah. It's also a town in Iowa.
Oh,
town in Iowa. Okay, I gotta pass it.
Okay, Jelani.
What is the Battle of Normandy?
No. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Hey, you took a shot. That's all good. Okay, Allison.
Oh no, I have to get the ABBA one right. I don't know.
I think it's in Mamma Mia as well.
Well, oh no, that's really bad then if I don't know it.
It's okay.
Voulez-vous? No.
No.
I don't
No.
know.
It's Waterloo.
Oh,
The Battle of Waterloo.
Yeah.
Waterloo.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. That's okay.
Okay.
It's all right. That's what's fun about this. We just
Yes.
all have a good time, and somebody gets to take something home. Okay. So since we made the rounds again, Laura, let's see, which Disney Channel show did Olivia Rodrigo star in and sing the theme song for before she launched her musical career? What Disney Channel show?
Whoa. Oh my goodness! I didn't even know I didn't know she did that.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wouldn't have gotten this one either, so it's okay.
I mean, I can take a.
Sure.
Is it Elena of Avalor?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
All right.
Jelani?
I'd like to guess what is the sweet life of Zach and Cody?
No. Allison? That's
I
okay.
would say
I wouldn't
it's
have gotten
like
this either.
Like High School Musical series or like Descendants.
No. I tell you what, we're going to start. Laura, we'll start back to you. It starts with a B.
B.
Disney.
It's a weird
Disney
name.
Show. Is it animated or can I ask that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know this show at all. So
Goodness. Yeah.
I don't know these definitively until we start getting into the categories. So
Wait, a Disney Channel show. Okay.
B.
It starts with a B.
that's the B.
I mean, I feel like I should. I work for Disney Junior. I feel like I should know this. Is it Disney Junior, or is it?
It just says Disney Channel.
Disney
So
Let me tell you, I would do better in the Disney Junior category as well.
Exactly.
we actually don't have that many Disney questions, which is ironic. Oh no, we got a couple. We've got a couple left, but yeah.
I think I'm gonna. Oh, do I have to? I gotta pass it.
Okay, Jelani.
I too do not know.
Okay.
But if I was gonna guess, I would just, for the Broadway sake, say Disney's Brigadoon.
Nope. But it's a good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's a good shot though. Allison, last chance before we go on to the next one.
Oh, I want to get it so bad. The only B Disney Channel show I know, but I watch with my kids and it's animated as Big City Greens. So
No, according to what I saw, Bizarrevark.
Bizarrevark.
would not have known.
Yeah, I know nothing about this show, so
I
apologies.
learned a new word today.
Yeah.
Same.
I learned a new
Yeah.
word today.
I guess
Wow.
I can technically say I learned a new word today because I grabbed that at like 5 o'clock this morning. So okay, now we're kind of getting into a little bit more into our wheelhouse for stuff growing up. Laura, which Swedish pop producer is responsible for writing and producing hits for artists from the Backstreet Boys to Britney Spears to Katy Perry and Ariana Grande?
Swedish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Kristen says it is like Bizarrevark is live action. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, glad we cleared that up.
Yeah. Thank you, Kristen, because I yeah.
So glad.
Swedish pop producer. It's not Max Martin. I mean, he's not Swedish.
You got it.
Really?
You
I didn't know
got
he
it.
was Swedish. Okay.
Very good.
Wow.
Okay. Laura, definitively on the board.
Did
There
not
we
think
go.
he was Swedish. I had no idea.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wouldn't have known his name. I love how it's nice that it's Max Martin. It's like, you know, in Superman's like Lois Lane, Lex Luthor,
Exactly.
MM, you know, that kind of thing. Okay.
All the songs in *And Juliet* are his songs.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Musical. Right?
Nice. Okay, so Jelani, what is the name of Beyonce's athleisure line, partially named after her first daughter?
It's Blue Park.
You really
Wait, it's
close.
blue. It's blue. It's not Blue Ivy.
Hey.
Blue Ivy Park. It's Blue Ivy.
There
Park.
you go, Ivy
Yes.
Park.
Yes.
There you go.
Ivy Park.
Nice. I didn't know
Very
that.
very nice. Okay, then that means everybody's Everybody, if we go by technical, then everybody's on the board. All right. So Allison, which 1990s film about two slacker rock music fans from a basement TV show started out as a recurring SNL skit?
Wayne's World.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
That's
Party
probably
time. Excellent.
that's the first. Just so you know, that's the first one I would have gotten. Okay. Because we're all 80s kids. I'm at the very beginning of it. So, okay. So Laura, in one episode of Friends, we learned that Monica has 11 sets of what, including one for guests and one for fancy guests.
Huh. I don't think I saw this episode. I'm gonna take a guess and say slippers.
No.
Nope.
No, that's a good guess though. Yeah. Okay, Jelani?
Is it cutlery?
No. That would totally make sense. I could see that in either Friends or Seinfeld, frankly.
Yeah.
Okay, Allison.
I don't know either. Sheets.
No, it is towels.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is towels.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Okay, so all right. So Laura, let's see. Okay. Who was the first player in the WNBA to dunk in a game? In the WNBA.
I gotta pass that.
Okay, that's okay. Jelani?
Shoshana Bean. That has to be right. It has
That
to be
is
right.
not an amazing answer.
It's a good answer, but it's right.
Oh man!
All I can think of is I don't know if you all ever saw is something called Mr. Game Show, and he looked like a game show host, but he had this like giant head that would talk. And like, great guess. It's wrong, but a great guess. My favorite part was like, or if you'd rather, put in your initials, or if you'd rather, press mom or dad. Hi, dad. Nice pants. Who shot the sofa? Anyway,
You have all of them. That's amazing.
You have an amazing announcer voice too.
Totally.
thank you. Thank you.
Wait, so it wasn't Shoshana Bean?
No, it was not. Allison?
Shoshana Bean. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's okay. We're going back to the alliterations. It's the Lisa Leslie.
I knew it was a Leslie something. I just wasn't sure. I was going to say Leslie Jordan, but that's definitely not it.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, so all right, Laura, one of our last Disney questions. Who was the first Disney princess to have a tattoo?
Oh. Disney princess? It's not Moana.
Mm-mm.
Nope. I guess that's my guess.
That's okay. Okay, that's all good. Jelani.
Oh. Is it? Okay, a tattoo. Aurora?
No. Allison?
Have a tattoo. Disney princess. I would have said Moana too.
I know,
it goes back a little further than you'd think, but if this is correct, I think it's right.
Pocahontas? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes! Wow!
Yeah.
I love that album. I love that music. It's
Very
so
cool.
good.
That's a great answer. Wow,
Very,
that's
very cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know,
All right.
I just saw her like in Just Around the River Bend, and I don't know.
It
Oh,
makes
yeah.
yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. So Laura.
Okay.
This is kind of a cool, this is a neat one. What 1960s singer and actress famously said, "Mom, am I a rich man"?
Singer, 1960s singer and actress said, "Mom, am I a rich man?" Like in a lyric or just
I
"Mom, am I a rich man?"
yeah.
Mom, am I a
I don't want to give it away one way or the other.
No clues, no clues. Okay. Singer and actress.
I give you all a hint. The person has one name.
Is it Cher?
Yep.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it in one.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Very cool. Very, very cool. And see. Okay. Jelani.
Oh boy.
What's the name of the ice cream shop that Steve and Robin work at in Stranger Things?
I mean, Haagen-Dazs? I have no idea.
Okay. I wouldn't have gotten this one either. It's okay. Okay, Allison?
No, I've Coneheads. I don't know.
that's actually, you know what? That's actually
That's
a great.
That's a good name.
Yeah, that's a great name. They could
But
say
not the right one.
They could say all the ice cream comes from France.
Yeah.
It is from France. Okay, Laura?
I mean, I can picture the ice cream shop in the show, but I don't remember what it's called.
It's always hard when you have to answer it for something. It's like if you're just talking conversation, it's just like boom, right?
This is what came into my head, but it's probably wrong. It's called Robin's.
No, according to what Scoops Ahoy. Or, yes, Scoopy. No, I must have that wrong. Scoops Ahoy. Yeah. Okay, so Jelani, what high school subject did Walter White teach in Breaking Bad?
Oh, didn't he teach science or chemistry?
There you go. Chemistry.
Woo, good job.
Ding ding. All right, we are basically tied up. So very cool. All right. So okay, so Allison, which two former Glee co-stars started a podcast together called "And That's What You Really Missed"? I wouldn't have gotten this.
I don't know.
That's okay. It's okay. Laura?
I don't know either. I gotta pass.
That's okay.
No
Jelani?
Who is Alex Newell and Leah Michelle?
No.
I'm guessing.
No, that's okay. It was Artie and Tina, so Kevin McHale and Jenna Ushkowitz. So yeah.
Oh.
All right, that's okay. I wouldn't have gotten that either. Okay, so Allison, that was a good. So Allison, what do the following fictional characters have in common? Barbara Gordon, Barry Allen, and Hal Jordan.
Can you say it one more time?
That's okay. What do the following fictional characters have in common? Barbara Gordon, Barry Allen, and Hal Jordan.
I have to pass. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, Laura?
Did they all play music producers?
No. It's a good guess, though. Okay, Jelani?
They all dance for Bob Fosse.
I love it, but they are all, they're all secret identities for DC Comics superheroes. Barbara Gordon is Batgirl. Hal Jordan is Green Lantern.
That was
And
a clever
Barry
question.
Allen is the Flash. So
Yeah.
yep. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's see. Where did we start? Is it Laura? I think. Yeah. Okay. This one could be kind of fun. Laura, what action star might have accidentally gotten married to Winona Ryder while shooting Bram Stoker's Dracula? This is a wild one.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Yep. Which action star might have accidentally gotten married to Winona Ryder while shooting Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Action star. Bram Stoker's. Is it Bruce Willis?
Nope.
Oh.
That's a good take though. Okay, Jelani?
Who is Keanu Reeves?
Bingo.
Wow! Yeah.
Well done. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Nice.
All right. So okay, we're gonna skip down just a tiny bit.
Why do I know that? Why do I know that?
Very impressed.
The nice thing about nerds is there's a ton of information in our heads that we have no idea how it got there. Like I had a conversation with I watched Star Trek every now and again, but I had an hour conversation about tribbles. I'd seen the episode once, so you just never know when it's gonna come out, right? Okay, so Allison, which deceased musician appeared as a hologram at the 2014 Billboard Music Awards?
Say it one more time.
Yep. Which deceased musician appeared as a hologram at the 2014 Billboard Music Awards?
Oh, I remember this, but I don't know who it was. Was it a Beatle?
Nope.
Okay.
That's okay. It's a good try. Laura?
Oh.
I have to go.
I don't know. I gotta pass.
That's okay. Jelani?
Okay. Who is... I don't know. But I'm going to make a wild guess. And I'm going to guess 2014. Who is Elvis Presley?
Nope. They're still trying to perfect that one.
I'm saying that for you, for the album in the back.
I
thought I
appreciate. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's it. That's a good try. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. They still haven't perfected the Elvis one. Funny enough, if you do a search on YouTube, EAP Society, it actually stands for Elvis Archival Preservation Society, and it's all about Elvis history. And we do two episodes a week, and we're in the process of preserving a pretty sizable, like 23 ring binders full of pictures, documents, journal entries, and things from fans who had amazing access like nobody's ever seen, including a journal entry, photos, and the program from Elvis's mother's funeral.
Wow.
So yeah, it's that just made my head explode. I'm like, we have to preserve this, so that's what we're working on. That's again one of the 50 million things that I do. Okay, so all right, so let's see, Jelani. Which line from a Minecraft movie became a viral sensation, causing pandemonium in theaters?
What?
I know. It basically
Which line from a Minecraft movie?
It basically became a meme.
Okay.
People had to be escorted out of theaters. It was kind of nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it... That's brisk, baby. I have no idea. I don't know.
It's okay. That's all good. I love it. Allison?
Chicken jockey.
That's it. Chicken jockey. There you go.
You knew that?
I have an 8-year-old who
Yeah. That's
read the books and saw the movie. Yeah. My 6-year-old sang Steve's Lava Chicken at our camp, our summer camp.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, now we're gonna get into some stuff that we'll probably know a little bit more about. But before that, Laura, wait. No, yeah, you got it. So yeah, it's Laura. So which one do I want to do? Which pop star debuted a single called "Can't Blame a Girl for Trying" years before finding mainstream success?
Okay, which pop star? Can't blame a girl for trying.
That was before it was years before she got mainstream success.
You didn't give a decade. You just said what?
No, been in the news a lot lately though.
I'll go with Taylor Swift.
Nope. That's a good guess though. Okay, Jelani.
Been in the news a lot lately. A pop star. I'm gonna go with Tate McRae.
Nope. All right, Allison.
Chappell Roan?
Nope. Sabrina Carpenter.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those things where you think it's going to be somebody who's not quite as young as that. It's like when I go into the Fool the Guesser and I tell them that I've been singing for say 42 years, and then they just completely screw up how old I am. They're like, what? I started singing at 3. So you just talk about screwing with people's brain. All right, now we're going to get into a little bit more nerdy stuff. Laura, what year was Superman's first comic book appearance?
Whoa.
Okay. I'm gonna guess 1950.
Ooh, close. Well, I mean, that's not bad, but yeah, it's 1950 is close to when the George Reeves TV series started, but not bad at all. All right, Jelani.
1945.
Closer. Allison.
1942.
No, 1938.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Superman was in high gear by the time World War II hit, which is why he was the one that they chose to put some covers that have not aged incredibly well, and a couple that have aged incredibly well, especially now. Let's see. Okay, so Laura, Konami is a popular video game company. They made Contra, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and more. The company became synonymous to gamers with a code that could be found in many of their games. What is the Konami code?
Oh boy.
This dates back to the original Nintendo. It's also known as the Contra code, if anybody's
I'm gonna have to pass. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. Jelani?
Hello.
What is back, forward, up, down, B?
Really close.
Ooh.
Really close. Okay. Allison.
Back, forward, down, A.
No. That's okay. Yeah, the Konami code is up, down, left, right, B, A, start, or select start if you want 2 players. It gave you normally would have 3 lives in Contra. It would give you 30 lives. And that was repeated in a lot of their different games. You could almost always put a Konami code into a Konami game, and it would do something.
Wow.
Of course.
Yeah, they just became synonymous. And of course they would continue that on with different other systems. So it'd be like X square or whatever, that kind of thing. So okay, so we are just about to get into our topics questions. So this kind of leads in. So here we go. The Goonies are celebrating their 40th anniversary. The movie celebrates its 40th anniversary this year, with Corey Feldman playing the role of Mouth. 5 years later, in 1990, he graduated to playing what teenage character role in a movie re-released for its 35th anniversary? Bonus points if you can name who he played and the movie. So it's two, either one, but you generally, if you can get one, you can get the other. But who did he play? So in Goonies, he played Mouth. Corey Feldman did. 5 years later, he played another role in another movie that is celebrating its 35th anniversary. It was just in theaters. What is the movie?
It's my turn?
Yep.
Is it Lean on Me?
Nope.
Oh.
It's okay. Jelani?
Is it The Breakfast Club?
Nope.
Oh.
Allison?
I don't know. This is like a weird guess, and I don't even know if my timing is right. Like the Princess Bride or something. I don't know.
No. He played Donatello in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Did he really?
Oh,
He
wow.
did. He was the voice of Donatello in Teenage
That's
Mutant
amazing.
Ninja Turtles. So
Cool.
yeah, so next time you go and watch the movie, it was just in theaters this August. It was supposed to run for 2 days, ended up running for like a week and a half. Because it did so well with Fathom Events. So the next time you're watching the movie and you hear like, I don't know if this is structurally speaking such a good time for your buddies to drop in. that is Corey Feldman. That's the voice of Corey Feldman that you hear.
Wow.
Okay.
And that
Very cool.
brings us to the topic of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Which is the first category, questions. Here we go. Okay, so we went through everybody. So Laura, this year marks 35 years since the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film in 1990. Who created the animatronics for that film? Big name. Everybody knows who they are. They might not know the connection here, but yeah.
Okay. James Cameron?
Nope.
Okay.
Jelani.
Universal.
No. It's a guy.
It's a guy.
If you want to take another stab at it, it's a guy's name.
Okay, it's a guy's name. That's not James Cameron. Could it be Jim Henson?
I was
Bingo.
gonna say that.
Yep. The Jim Henson Creature Shop, where Jim Henson had to be talked into it because he wasn't sure about the violence of the film. But yeah, the Jim Henson Creature Shop did the first two films.
I should have guessed that. I was at Henson Studios yesterday.
Oh,
Literally yesterday. I should have guessed.
that is so cool. I'm
Mad at myself. Good
I
job.
enjoy Ninja Turtles a little bit. I actually have a Donatello. Donatello's my guy. I actually have a Donatello costume from a guy in California that cost me. It's movie perfect, but it cost me. You don't want to know. Okay, so Allison. That's okay. You've got time to drink it. What Academy Award-winning actor, seen in The Green Mile, Jojo Rabbit, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, played a role in the first TMNT movie as Head Thug? He was in The Green Mile, Jojo Rabbit, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Academy Award-winning actor. He had 4 lines in TMNT.
I'm gonna pass.
That's okay. Laura?
I'm gonna have to pass too.
Okay. Jelani?
In The Green Mile, who is Corey Feldman? I don't know.
It's okay. Sam Rockwell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. because so the teenagers are asking if they have any cigarettes. He goes, regular or menthol, and that's that's like one of the 3 lines that he's got.
Wow.
He's like the only one of the hoodlums that actually has a speaking line.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's okay. All right, so all right, so we'll go up to the top then again. Laura, what Halloween Town actor played April O'Neil in the 1990 film? In the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. All of these are TMNT questions.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have.
Wait. Can you say that one more time? What's the
Absolutely. Question? What Halloween Town actor played April O'Neil in the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film?
Halloween Town. Is it? It's not Drew Barrymore?
Nope.
Okay.
It's a good guess though. Jelani?
It's not Parker Posey.
Nope. Nope. That's a good guess though. Allison?
I don't know.
That's okay. Judith Hoag. Yep. So okay, so let's see. All right, this will be kind of fun. I'm gonna skip the one that's what composer of A Fish Called Wanda and Spamalot also composed. Actually, no. You all have some Broadway, so we'll go in here. What composer of A Fish Called Wanda and Spamalot also composed the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film? Laura.
Wait. Sorry. Say that one more time.
That's okay. What composer of A Fish Called Wanda and Spamalot also composed the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film?
Is it John Dupree?
Yes.
Whoa!
Wow.
Very good.
Oh, I know him and his daughter and saw them the other night. So that I had a little on that.
That's phenomenal. That's so cool. I was like,
would not have known. I did not know.
You've had like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle week.
That's great. I love it. That's so cool. That's fantastic. Okay. Definitely. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of his work. I've got all of they put out the score. They put out the scores finally on CD, and I had to. Okay. So Jelani, we're going to go to the cartoon for a moment. The voice of Donatello in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, airing from 1987 to 1996, was Barry Gordon. He was originally a child singing star. What was his breakout holiday hit song?
Barry Hippopotamus for Christmas.
No, but that's a great guess. Allison?
I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Really close, but no. It's a Laura.
I don't know. I got no clue.
Okay. I'm getting nothing for Christmas.
Ah.
Yep. Okay. Bonus question, Jelani. We'll start with you again. In 1956, Barry Gordon made an appearance on the Milton Berle Show and even briefly shared the stage with a performance with what massive music icon?
Who is Michael Jackson?
1956.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'd like to reclaim my time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
1956, Elvis Presley.
Yeah. It's funny that you answered Elvis Presley for the Michael Jackson question.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It all,
that's
it
what
all
I'm
sound,
I'm just going to let you take that one back once. Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. Yes, and that was the famous Hound Dog performance that got everybody that got I think every pastor in 1956 in a giant tizzy. So okay. This is going to lead us into the next segment. Allison, the TMNT, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, are currently owned by Nickelodeon, which is a Paramount company. In 2004, Paramount first bought the movie rights to a popular teenage book series that was eventually acquired by Summit Entertainment and made into a huge movie series starting in 2008? Name the book series.
Can you say it one more time?
Sorry, yeah. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Yes.
are currently owned by Nickelodeon.
Yep.
Nickelodeon is a Paramount company,
Yep.
right? In 2004, Paramount bought the movie rights to another popular teenage book series that was eventually acquired by Summit Entertainment and was made into a series of movies starting in 2008. What is the book series that Paramount first acquired, but eventually was acquired by Summit Entertainment?
Did you say it's animated or not? Or is that
No, it's not
didn't-
animated.
It could be so many things. And they were made into movies. Is that what you said?
They were made into a movie series, a big movie series.
Is it Harry Potter?
No. Okay, Laura?
Is it Goosebumps?
No.
That's a good guess.
Kristen, no hints.
I'm gonna guess Twilight.
Very good.
Oh, duh.
The Twilight Saga.
Good job.
Hence the
Oh yeah.
and that leads us into our next category, which is Twilight. Yeah, so I'm a huge I kind of jumped generations a bit. I'm a huge Twilight fan. Okay, we might go through these a little faster. If anybody does anybody have a particular affinity for Twilight? Any Twilight fans on the dais today?
It's not a musical, no.
Well, actually, they did make a parody musical. I can't remember what they called it, but it was pretty funny. So okay, so then why don't we do this while we skip? Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. We'll start over just a bit. Okay. How do I want to go through this? All right. Laura, who is the author of the Twilight Saga book series?
Oh. Oh goodness, I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay, Jelani.
You know it's gonna be a ridiculous answer. Who is Stephanie J. Block?
You are really close. You're half right.
Oh, really?
You're half right. Okay, Allison.
Stephanie J. Block Jr.
Stephanie Meyer.
Wow.
Stephanie Meyer. So you got the Stephanie. You got the Stephanie part right. You're gonna have
okay. Circle gets the square. Okay.
Exactly. Okay. So Laura, many of the actors in the Twilight Saga have also produced music or were music performers at one time. Name one actor from the films who can also be found on one of the film's soundtracks. There are two answers. If you can get them both, you get 2 points. So name an actor or actress who is in the films as a main character and is also can be found on the soundtracks.
Okay. I'll guess Kristen Stewart.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. That's okay.
Anna Kendrick.
Okay. Nope. Okay, Jelani. Anna Kendrick's a good guess, though.
That is a great guess. I'm gonna guess Kristen Chenoweth.
Nope.
Of course not.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, Allison.
Robert Pattinson.
There you go.
Oh,
there's one. Can you guess the other one?
No, that's just the only
That's
name.
okay. That's okay. Nikki Reed played Rosalie, and she did a duet on the last soundtrack. So very good. Very good. Very, very good. All right. So all right. let's see. Okay, we're getting close. So I'm gonna speed this along a little bit. I've got okay. This is bonus questions 1 and 2. Laura, we'll start with you.
Okay.
The 2021 fan-led short film called Big Day, after the book chapter, recreated the wedding of Edward Cullen and Bella Swan. Who played Edward Cullen?
In the short film?
Mhm.
Oh. Robert Pattinson? I don't know.
No. Jelani?
No.
Who is Donatello?
I have no idea. You might be right in a roundabout way, but okay, Allison?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, trick question. It's me.
Oh my god!
That is me as Edward Cullen in the back, by the way.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah, we have about 20 screen-worn costumes that were used in the films, and all of Robert Pattinson's clothes fit me like they were made for me. So if you want to know his shoe sizes, things like that, all of his stuff fits. I've got the makeup, I've got the contacts, the entire. Yeah. Anyway, so
wow,
that's a trick question. I'm just gonna be a dork and throw that
in.
That's
awesome.
All right.
Cool.
Now we're gonna go into one of the songs I wrote was also called "A Perfect Day to Say Goodbye," which is Edward's perspective leaving Bella in New Moon, which is the second book. Okay, Laura, we'll start with you. This is the transition question. On September 13th, 1987, September 13th, 1987 is the date that Bella Swan was born in the Twilight books. So Bella Swan of Twilight fame was born on September 13th, 1987 in the fictional series. What video game shares this birthday 2 years earlier? So the quick version is what video game released September 13th, 1985? That's the quick version.
Okay. I'll guess Super Smash Brothers.
No. Jelani.
What is Zelda?
Nope. No. Allison.
Super Mario 2?
It's Super Mario Brothers 1.
Oh.
So between that and the other, I think I'll give that one to you. So you'll reclaim the point that you missed at the beginning of the game. So, all right. And that leads us to the category of Super Mario Brothers. All right. So, okay. Laura, I just thought it was hilarious that Bella Swan, everybody thinks about, Bella from Twilight, and she's actually just 2 years younger than Super Mario. I think that's hilarious. Okay, Laura, who is the creator of Super Mario Brothers? Also the creator of Zelda.
Like the name of the person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
A Japanese gentleman.
Okay.
And don't worry about butchering the pronunciation if you know like the general what it sounds like or looks like.
I'm gonna have to pass.
That's okay. Jelani?
I want to say it's like Hiroshi Takanawa, or it's
no. There's another creator in the space that's very similar to that. So yeah, that's a very good guess. But Allison,
I was thinking that too. I feel like it starts with an M. It's like I can see it. Mia. I don't know.
Oh, you were really close for the last name. Really close.
I don't know.
Just try to finish the last name and see what comes out.
I would be making up a name. I don't know.
Okay. It's
I don't know.
It's Shigeru Miyamoto. You were so close. That's why I was like, because if you've seen it enough to know that beginning, then your mind might fill in the end, which was what I was thinking. Okay, So
Right.
that's okay. Laura, Yoshi, the dinosaur, first seen in the game Super Mario World, was originally planned to be in what earlier Super Mario Brothers title?
Wait, sorry. Say it one more time.
Okay, so Yoshi was
Yoshi.
originally in Super Mario World,
Uh-huh.
but Shigeru Miyamoto created him initially to be in an earlier title. But the limitations of the system wouldn't allow it. What game was Yoshi originally planned for?
Donkey Kong?
Nope.
Nope.
That's a good guess though. Jelani?
That's a great guess. Super Mario Brothers 2?
No. Laura's a little too early. Jelani's a little too late. Allison?
Oh, Mario 1.
There you go. Super Mario Brothers 1. Yoshi looked very different. He wanted Mario to be able to ride Yoshi, but the coding limitations, they only had so much space and they couldn't do it. So
Wow.
very good. Very, very good. All right. So we are neck and neck here. This is fantastic. Okay, so where did I go? Okay, Laura, how many levels are in the original Super Mario Brothers?
How many levels? I'm gonna go with 20.
Not bad. Not bad. That's not it, but that's a little on the low side. That's okay. Jelani.
31.
Oh, very close. Very close. Allison.
32. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh!
Wow.
Yes. Very good. Very, very
I think
good.
I should give half my point to you.
You two are especially neck and neck at the moment, so we'll see about that. Okay, Laura, what Super Mario game do we first get to see or hear Princess Peach Toadstool's full name? Bonus points if you know why.
I'll guess Super Mario Brothers 2.
No. Okay, Jelani?
Super Mario World?
No, but getting closer. Allison?
Mario 3?
No, that's okay.
Yep.
Super Mario 64.
I was like, what's the other one?
Yeah, and the reason being is that when they were making Super Mario 64, up until that point in the US, she was known as Princess Toadstool. In Japan, she was known as Princess Peach. And Miyamoto asked the translators, well, what's wrong with Princess Peach? And they said, well, nothing, but she's known as Princess Toadstool in America or in the US, or, well, all of North America, she's known as Princess Toadstool because that's the way it's always been done. And so then they compromised and thought, well, wait, let's just make her full name Princess Peach Toadstool. And that's why her name is Princess Peach Toadstool. So it's consolidating both versions.
Wow.
I'm learning a lot tonight.
Okay, so we've got one more, and then we've got 3 bonus questions, and then we'll see how the points are stacking up.
Okay.
All right. Laura, who voiced the villain in the Super Mario Brothers movie leading to the viral camp song Peaches?
Oh, I know that. Jack Black.
Yep. There you go.
Nice.
Very good. Very, very, very good, Laura. All right. So now for the bonus questions. Jelani, what was Mario's original name? Bonus point if you can guess the game as well. What was Mario's original name?
Lewis?
No.
Oh.
No, that's okay. Allison?
It was I want to say like Hop Man or right?
Say,
No.
you started to say something. You started to say something else.
Jumpman.
There you go. Jumpman.
Wow.
Look, my
Wow.
brother was like crazy into all of this. So I have him steak.
Yeah, that's all good. So okay. Okay, so Laura, what game did Mario first appear in?
Was it Mario Kart?
Nope.
Nope.
Jelani?
I'd like to pass it to Miss Honey.
Allison?
I think it's Donkey Kong.
Very good.
Oh, good job.
Donkey Kong. Yep. Okay, so Laura, what was Mario's original in Donkey Kong? What was Mario's original job? And the levels are a hint to this.
Plumber?
Nope.
Nope.
He became a plumber as of Super Mario. Well, no, he became a plumber as of Mario Brothers. He's had a lot of jobs. He's kind of a job hopper, a little bit. Jelani.
What is a zookeeper?
There is a version of there's an audio book, like a book and record, that actually made Mario a zookeeper and a pizza operator, but that's not in the original game. That was later.
So you're saying it's correct?
I'm saying I'm gonna split that half a point I gave you earlier and give one to you, so you'll get one total point. But I'm looking for the answer in the video game. Allison?
Okay.
I don't remember.
He was a carpenter.
Oh.
Yeah. He was a carpenter. So, all right. So we have Laura with 4. Very nice. Jelani with 5. And Allison with 6.
Oh, 4, 5, 6.
So, very good. Everybody, like I said, everything was neck and neck.
Yeah.
You all did an absolutely wonderful job. It was so much fun. And and Allison, I have to as the winner, I have to ask you this. You got to work with Peter Facinelli.
Yes.
Tell us all what that was like.
It was a very long time ago.
Yes, a little bit.
So fun. I mean, I just remember it being a lot of fun. He's a cool guy. I don't know. Yeah.
That's okay. Hey, that's okay.
I wish I had like more cool facts to give you. I don't know.
No, that's okay. Like there's no such thing as a wrong answer when somebody asks what's it like, because it's all whatever what you remember is the thing. Oh, Kristen, possible bonus question. Who won the role of Danny Zuko in the NBC show Grease? You're the one that I want.
Max Crumb.
Here we go. Kristen? Wow, everybody's good at yelling it out. Shoot, I should have done it that way. Anyway, I mean, I know I'm certain that's the right answer, but Kristen, so you can tell us. But Allison, awesome job. Laura, Jelani, very, very good. Beautiful job,
awesome.
everybody.
That was so fun.
Oh,
yes, and Max Crumb is indeed the answer. I was actually there when he won.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's awesome. Fantastic. This is and thank you for indulging in my utter nerdage. And so I'm gonna send. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'll send the link over to everybody. Allison, you'll get the painting from Trevor of your choice, and everybody gets the album as a prize, as a thank you for being so wonderful, and thank you so much. Yeah, just absolute joy. You all are beautiful, wonderful, amazingly talented people, and thank you.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you and meet you, new friends.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes. And I have another channel that is partially, right now most of the videos up there are about Twilight because but we're working on some Superman videos and a lot of different. It's going to be all about nerdage and how learning about how other people nerd out and how they love what they love can kind of show us all to kind of take the pressure down a little bit and just be good people to each other, understand each other, and how we enjoy what we enjoy. And so I would love to, when you all have a chance, I'd love to have you on the Jack Life channel. Just that would be a lovely experience, and would love to have you. So
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Fun. Thank you.
Yes.
So fun.
Oh, thank you. Cool. Hello, Steve. Oh, you're muted, man.
Mike
There you
is
go.
muted. Yes. And actually, the StreamYard actually told me my mic was muted when it realized I was trying to talk. That's interesting. So we had a good first day. And Kristen, what are we up to as far as donations?
$855.
Okay. And we have 2 more days to go, which is going to be great. We are raising money for Options Save Lives, which is an organization that aims to help people recover from alcohol use disorder. And so go and donate, and you can donate. There's the QR code right at the top of this screen here, or our website scrolling along the bottom. You can go there, find out more about us, and there's a donation link right there too. And we have a lot of great stuff tomorrow. Say it again. Oh yes, join us tomorrow. Sorry, I'm speaking. Join us tomorrow. We have a lot of great things going on tomorrow. We have a lot of great folks that we're going to be talking to, and yeah,
it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. We're starting at 12 Eastern, 11 a.m. Central Time with the Options Save Lives team. And don't forget, if anybody out there is suffering from alcohol abuse or alcohol use disorder, AUD, be sure to check out Options Save Lives, because it might save yours. So check that out. And if you know somebody who is suffering, this is really wonderful. So please get out there and donate to help them. We're trying to get to, we've got a stretch goal of $2,000 we would love to get to. And thank you all so much. So we're also going to be talking to, forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Janaea Ross. Janaea Ross. Janaea Ross. Got to Janaea Ross, Robert Furmanek, who we've been working with for the EAP Society, which is awesome. And it's just a whole host of folks on down the line. And so you don't want to miss that. It's tomorrow, and Sunday is the final day. And we'll be talking to a lot of wonderful folks there too. So definitely do not miss it.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for donating. And don't forget, whoever donates the most is going to get a block of my albums. I have 7. So you'll get a block of my albums. And thank you all so much. And a lot of other prizes and things as well. So definitely donate right now.
Yeah, every $10 donation is 1 entry to win 1 of 3 mystery boxes. So if you donate 20, it's 2 entries. 30, it's 3 entries, and on and on and on. Every $50 entry is an entry to win a signed painting by our own Trevor Hawkins, signed by Amy Acker of Angel and other great shows, and Jamie.
Yep.
next 4 people who donate $50 or more get a Deadpool shout out from our
that's going to be certainly fun. So,
but we have to know who you are.
Don't want to miss that one for sure.
Yeah. Don't donate if you want a prize. Don't donate anonymously.
Yeah.
I don't think we were then.
Yeah.
Put your name down. Somewhere to contact you.
Yeah, somewhere, doesn't matter. You can put McLovin or whatever other kind of things you want to do. That's completely fine. But make sure that there's an email address so we know where in the blue hell to send this to. That'd be great.
But, thank you to Laura, Allison, and Jelani so much for joining us. Yes. And may we all continue to see you all on Broadway.
Yes.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Lovely meeting you.
Donate. Yes, please donate.
Donate.
Definitely. Love it. Awesome. So lovely to meet you all.
You too. Hi.
So cool. This was so much fun. Hopefully, hey, you know what? Here's what we want everybody to do. If you're watching this at the time or later or whatever, let us know. Put your answers in the comments down below. We would love for you all to play along with us. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but maybe we can, and when we clip this, maybe I'll just take this section and move to the front. That's okay. So if you're watching, follow along and play along with us, and let us know. Yeah, click subscribe, share the video with as many people as you can, because the more folks that get to see this, the more good that we can do for Options Save Lives and the charities that Otherworldly Fundraising supports. It's crazy, super important that more and more people get to see this, and we build the subscriber base up and everything else, because we're trying to find as many ways as possible to raise the funds for the charities. And this year is Options Save Lives. And don't forget, if you are suffering from AUD, alcohol use disorder, check out Options Save Lives, because it might save yours. So
I'm just going to say one thing. I knew the answers to a bunch of your questions, but one of the questions you asked, you wanted to know 3 fictional characters. What do they have in common? Barbara Gordon, Hal Jordan, and Barry Allen. They all know Bruce Wayne personally.
I think they all know Superman too.
They did. Yeah, I would have accepted that answer, actually. Okay. So you'd have had a point if we. Yeah, I skipped over some of the Twilight questions, but I did I was really pleased with myself when I found a way to blend from Twilight to Super Mario Brothers, of all things.
Yes.
Well, we are still at $855, so please help us get to our goals.
Yes.
Yeah. First goal is 1,000, and then we move up from there, and we keep going. So everybody, so share this video. I'm going to share this as soon as it's done. I'm going to share this so everybody gets to see it. And don't forget, we have tomorrow and we have Sunday, and both days are going to be a whole lot of fun. And for those of you who are familiar with the EAP Society, my co-host, Mr. John Michael Heath, is going to be interviewing Bob Furmanek, because John's got a big movie cinematic background and actually knows a lot of Bob's work in restoring vintage 3D movies.
That's going to be
and
great.
It's
3D movies.
Yeah, I'm about to Steve, I'm about to send you some of the screen grabs from the latest one. It's a Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis film called Money from Home, which sounds timely right now with work from home and everything. But yeah, so in the screens look incredible.
Wow.
So I can't wait to send these over so you can see them.
So yes, everyone tune in tomorrow, because one of the things that when I was doing research on Bob for creating some of the banners, some of the stuff that they were restoring were like 3D stereoscopic films from the 1920s, and I didn't even know that was a thing.
Right.
And I'm super excited to find out more.
Yeah. And they've released Blu-rays of these things, and they are working toward their next project. They haven't started the fundraiser, Kickstarter, or whatever with that yet, but that is something they're going to be working on, and I'm excited. It's just the work that they do, and he's actually assisting the EAP Society in some of our restoration efforts and things.
Oh, very nice.
So
Very nice.
it's gonna make EAP Society massive in the Elvis world, and I'm excited for it. So
great. All right. Well, I guess tonight is officially over, and thank you all for joining us. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more, a lot of great things. We are Otherworldly Fundraising, and we're raising money for Options Save Lives. Good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night, everybody. Donate now.
Please donate.